Hello? Yeah, we're here. We're live. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Candlekeep Mysteries, the Seal Pages of Verglas. We are the Rollers of Fate, and I am Mo, your one of two Dungeon Masters, and the other, well, if I was a cop, then he would be my donut. It's Cisco Blanco.
Yo,
Hey,
hello guys.
and I,
Welcome to Rollers of Eight.
and
Yay.
as
might get
we
worse.
try to keep the streets safe from these criminals, and try who are trying to make our lives harder, which are these players. What you robbing today, Ross?
Robbing? I'm not robbing anything unless it's food, in which case I'm robbing everything.
Go ahead. Who you playing, and pass it along to whoever you want.
I'm Ross. I'm playing Aki Flammacaster, level 3 Divine Soul Sorcerer. And as memory serves, I was very recently stuck in a chair, was I not? Is that where we left off? Which Bruce then smashed to bits, despite my trying very hard not to. Speaking of which, Andy, why don't you take it?
Bruce is not sorry. I'm Andy. I'm playing Bruce Lockwood, the half-orc barbarian. His other alter ego, Bruce, is currently considering what a good idea gnome tossing or gnome hunting might be.
Oh my god.
I will
Wow.
pass this on to David. On you go.
Hey, I'm David. I'm playing Dorothy Lavenbloom, the level 3 bard. And I'm just having a grand old time being just awarded the, I guess, Miss Honeysuckle of our current, what's the village called? Not Witchway Village, Hardbuckler City.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. So yeah, pass it over to Matt while you drink whatever that mysterious liquid
Grape
might
juice.
be. Grape juice.
Grape juice.
Hey, I'm Matt. I'm playing the level 3 monk dwarf named Morkor, who is currently busy, I think, if I remember right, breaking his knuckles against trees in the woods.
That's true.
Yeah.
How are they
There's
feeling
only
now?
one. There's only one people left.
Oh,
Go ahead, Cisco. I'm just kidding.
hello. Today I will be playing Bryn instead of my usual role. I am, well, he is paladin of. Damn it, you got me
Tear,
completely
tear,
off
tear,
guard.
tear, tear.
I remember. It was Tyr. It was
Yeah,
Tyr,
of
I
Tyr,
think.
and he's an oath of glory, I believe, without checking it. Yep, and he's really awesome, blonde and shiny, gleaming armor, and he's gonna kick the ass of all the monsters around. As
He has
usual.
wings.
Yep, at times. Yeah. All right, and I think that's all of us, right? Or are we missing anyone?
Yep, that's all of us.
All right, so
Cough, cough,
Let's
cough,
go,
cough.
boys.
sorry,
Yep.
guys.
Let's get this on the road.
No. There's still Lucky left. Lucky, go ahead.
Sorry.
Don't worry, it's okay.
It's
Uh,
too stealthy. We don't see him.
Sorry.
my name's Gray. Gray Von Drake. I am the rogue fighter. I am climbing trees, puking up pie. Was known for putting rocks in pies. That's great.
Terrible.
But yeah, that's great.
It's all.
Great in a
Really?
nutshell. What?
He's a bastard.
Absolute.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yep.
All
Watch
right.
your pie, Mats. Watch your pies.
He's
Yeah.
our bastard.
Language, please.
He said basses.
Dad.
He likes fishing,
Basses.
Basses.
bassing, and in tards.
Well, yup. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo.
I just, yeah, as you can see, unfortunately, Luke's not here today. He's a bit unwell, but we all wish him to get better quickly and recover very quickly, and hopefully we'll have him back next week. So we give you all the love. If you're watching, Luke, see you next
Yeah.
week. But from that, I guess we do. Before we jump into tonight's game, we'll have a little few announcements. So Cisco, do you want to take that away?
Yes, of course. For this one, I am prepared. So, all right. So, as always, once more, welcome to the Steel Pages of Verglas, and I'm your co-DM. If you are new to our stream, you can check us out on YouTube as well, where we have our all previous episodes, including our Curse of Strat campaign, Dining in Barovia, that airs on Sunday and is DM'd by me, and Mo is a really awesome player there. And you can get that on rollers _ fate. Also, we have if you want to send us some fan art and stuff like that, please do so at rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And finally, we have a Twitter as well if you want to catch up to our up-to-date news or schedule stuff. So you can do that on rollers_of_fate_D&D. And I'll give it back to you, my little donut.
What? I'm the cop. You're the donut.
Sorry, Cap. All right.
My little donut.
My little dough. Wow, so cute. Anyway.
Oh my god, can we move on?
Yeah. I just realized I'm wearing a green hoodie, so all you can see in the stream is my head and my hands.
Oh, actually, it's right!
I completely forgot. I was gonna take it off, but
I
well.
know, that's so scary.
Maybe I'll return
it,
after the
leave
break.
it.
But
It
for
look-
now,
It looks better. It looks better.
all right.
Also, you look very white, like a ghost on the stream. I don't know why.
I wonder why. Anyway, okay. If we've got no more announcements, let us see what mysteries shall be revealed today. Let me put on a little bit of music for everyone. Get ready.
I'm scared.
All right. Ink of gold is what is needed when the words written are important. To avoid a mistake, maybe seek some help, as two heads are better than one. Within the cavern, the party looked upon the still body of Bryn, but soon he woke up before Bruce could give him a kiss. Bryn decided not to share the event of his vision, and the party left the tainted cavern only to discover a gnomish friend. He introduced himself as Zenwin Fiddlebelch and invited them to his hometown of Hardbuckler, but not before the party exposed the events of Witchway Village, which shook him to the core. Stricken with sadness, he guided them to his village, and soon they arrived at the edge of the forest. There they saw homes built with huge tree stumps that stack upon each other, and gnomish kind all around. The party were welcomed to their homes as family and friends and given a place to rest their heads. Dorothy looked over Bryn for the night, and Aki found comfort on top of a cart with a drink and pipe gifted by an elderly gnome. Gray searched for something that could catch his eyes, but it was Moko and Bruce that would discover a new member of the team. As they both searched for an animal that they could use to scout the village, they came across a rat. And with Bruce's newfound abilities, he began to communicate with it, only to find that this rat was hard to negotiate. Once the terms were agreed upon, the rat let Bruce merge his senses to it, and he began to wander the village. He snuck around and discovered their nightly activities before being spotted and almost killed. He soon returned, and as agreed, became the member of the party, and Bruce bestowing the name Reepicheep. The next day brought the summer festival, which was happy and joyful. Gray created a wonderful staff for Morkor, replacing his old one lost in the battle before. And the rest of the day was an exciting and fun occasion, with different challenges set by the villagers, such as tossing fruits, carrying heavy fruits on their backs, and eating custard blueberry pies, and also a pageant. Winning most of the contents, the event simmered down and paid respect to the fallen village of Witchway Village. Villagers of the Witchway Village, blah blah. And as night fell, the party found comfort with each other and with the residents of Hardbuckler. But it was Grey who sought the comfort of the five-headed dragon Tiamat, and with a deal struck to find the statue of Asmodeus, he watches as the mark begins to return on his hand, and one of the 5 points of the mark turning white. And as the camera panned up towards the sky, watching the night and the stars beginning to flicker and the moon beginning to rise and set slowly, it is still in the middle of the night where you all are founded asleep and are enjoying this nice, blissful summer night once again. However, the camera pans down once again towards Gray. And as it does, it zooms into you as you are tossing and turning left and right. And as it goes closer and closer, we go into your mind and into your dreams.
All right. Gray. It's dark as night. The air is old and musty, and a faint light peeks from underneath a little gap under the door. You are laying on a wooden floor. As you look up, you see a tiny bed. You are... I got a little feedback from Small, actually. Just, I don't know why, sorry. Sorry, okay. So, as you are there, you figure out you are in some kind of, perhaps a bedroom of a very old place. And everything is completely silent until you hear a little whisper from behind. An angelic, girly voice, so close and yet so distant. She says, "Please, don't make any noise."
Who are you? Why?
Please, just quiet. Just whisper.
Who are you?
My name is Sylphine.
Why? Where is this? Why? Where am I? Wasn't I just a...
Quiet. Don't
Okay.
make noise. He's close.
Who's
The Batman.
who's close?
The Batman. He mustn't hear us.
I'm gonna like.
And you actually feel her behind you. So she's kind of like laying on the floor under the bed with you. And she's kind of like, imagine like she's doing you like a little spoon, you know? Like you cannot see her. You know she's behind you because she's whispering in your ear pretty much, but you cannot see her.
Can I just feel for my pat myself? Do I still have my whip or my short sword?
Yeah, you touch your weapons. They are there. And you feel her breath so close to you as well. Like she's kind of like almost panting.
Can I? You said she's behind me?
Yeah. You are laying, imagine you are laying, both of you are laying under a tiny bed, and you are in front towards where the door is, that you see the light from underneath. Everything is dark, and then she's right behind your back, kind of laying down there too.
Guess I will throw the covers off and stand up and look at her.
Yeah, so you are underneath the bed, between the bed and the floor.
Okay, in that case, can you tell me about who is it we're hiding from?
He's the bad man, the shadow. He's coming to take the little one.
The little one? Are you the little one?
No, he's not from here. They brought him here. the little one, the one with the little horns, and the little stick with the little ruby top.
Tell me, where is this little one?
He's hidden away, but the bad man is angry and sad. He wants to leave that gate open for the others to come too. They really scare me.
I can take care of the bad man, but just can you please show me where this little one is?
He's hidden somewhere. Please, will you help me? We cannot allow him to take it.
Of course, I'll help you.
Oh, thank you. What's your name, sir?
My name's Stripe.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm so scared.
There's no reason to be scared.
I feel so cold. And as she says, I feel so cold, you realize that she's shaken so much and the temperature in the room is slightly dropping as you exhale. This fog comes out from your mouth. And your leather armor feels so heavy.
I'll take off my cloak and try to wrap her up with it, and I'm just gonna tell her it's gonna be okay.
As you turn and look at her, you realize she's got all this red, like almost ginger, kind of strong, beautiful curly hair, and it's covering her face. But as you turn to wrap her and you look at her face, you realize that she's have horrible deformities, and her spine is almost twisted like a snake tail, like a curve on her spine, and she's like kind of like in a way that you can see that she's got some illness, that she's not able to move herself properly as well. And she looks so horrified by her. Half of her face is kind of like sunk down and her eye is like too big for her face. She looks at you like that. Please help me.
I'm gonna crawl out from underneath the bed and just say...
As you move 1 second, she says, help, help. And then she stops talking.
I'm gonna help you, I promise. I
And,
said I would and I will.
and as you talk to her, you realize that slowly from her mouth, this blackened foam and veins start to materialize all through her face and body as she starts spitting and vomiting this kind of black ichor, like looks like poison, and you can actually see that her mouth is gone black completely and her eyes start to shine like black veins on them until her body's so cold and you realize she's just died. And as she does, her body crumbles into white feathers that fly all over the room. And as this swirl of feathers involve you, you wake up. And you're back in the room. Back to you, Mo.
As you open your eyes, immediately all of you hear as the window on the side smashes through, and there, flying into the room with a book in its claw, you see a white raven, and it lands onto the floor, crumpled, weak, and begins to disappear. And as it does, the only thing that remains of this white raven is its one white feather on top of this book. It is in the room that you are in. What would you like to do?
I don't think ravens are supposed to do that.
I mean, I would call dibs on the feather, but I need an owl feather. So,
Never seen a white one before.
let me just take a closer look at it anyway.
As you get
Let me go with you, Darth. I want to, just in case it's dangerous.
As you both inspect this book, on the outside, it looks like this. If you can see that on roll 20. The book itself on the outside looks like it's been scratched and clawed by a raven or some sort of bird. There's multiple scratches all across the side and the seams of it as well. But it's just laying there with a white feather on top.
Bruce will go to pick up the book, trying to sort of feel it because the texture looks unique.
Okay.
Yeah, you go on ahead and do that. I'm not sure I want to fuck around with books anymore than usual because I'm still not really out of it from the last time that this book attacked me. So I take a few steps back.
All right. Before you do anything, Morkor, you also hear this from the outside, close to where they are staying. You hear this shattering of noise.
And the
Like
clattering.
the shattering noise
Of a window breaking.
of a window breaking. Damn. Okay. So I suppose I am already woken up, or
Yeah.
am I woken up by the crash?
You get woken. Everyone gets woken up by this crash.
Yeah.
Aki, you also hear this as well, on top of the tavern. Caravan. Tavern? Caravan.
Well, I'll jump down and run towards the noise, knowing what happened last time.
Alright. Morko?
I get up and after massaging like the shoulder I slept on this entire time and probably my head, I start to walk forward from where I heard the crash coming from.
As you both find yourself, you enter into the room. You see what I have described. You see Dorothy and Bruce standing over the book. You do see Grey there as well, and you also see Bryn, but he's kind of just still on the floor, but looking as well over to you guys. You're all in the room now.
Is the bird okay? Is it still?
The bird has disappeared. It's just fizzled away, and only the raven feather remains. The white raven feather.
Okay, so just before we do anything, just for funsies, can I try to ritually cast Identify with that feather? Would it maybe actually classify as an owl feather without me knowing it?
I mean, Cisco in the previous game gave you mercy, so sure, you can use that feather.
Yep.
You can use it. It's fine. It's a nice. You've never seen a white raven before. Woo! Nice.
Yeah.
It works.
That must have been something magical, so I guess this will suffice to channel the magic that I'm trying to imbue on this. So maybe...
Do you have to touch this thing to do that?
Well, that's a very good
The book?
question. Yes,
she's
I
using
have
the
to.
feather. She's using the feather, not the book.
Well,
It's
the
a-
feather can maybe try to touch it, but technically I think I have to touch it throughout the casting of the spell. But unless we don't open it, I suppose there's not that much of
What?
a likeliness of danger immediately.
Why-
At least.
Well, be ready anyway.
What's so scary about the book? I'm gonna pick it up and just not open it, just hold it in my
Bruce has it in
hand.
his hands. Not just
As
now,
you
he's
pick
on
up
his
the
way.
book,
Oh,
Yeah.
as you
Um,
pick up the book, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Fuck
You
you.
just see that the book itself is kind of thin. It bears no title on the outside that you can see. And its covers are cracked and varnished. Thin sheets of black oak covered by all these bird scratches and indentations made by peckings of a beak. Is bound with black wire. Between these covers are around 30 pages that have yellowed with age and wrinkled with moisture. Each page bears tiny, blotchy brown scripts. At this point, you haven't really fully opened it, but yeah, that's what you get as you hold it.
Can anybody explain me what just happened?
Books have a tendency to attack us since we first entered Canto Cape. The last one turned into, I forget the word.
Again,
Something awful.
Wazim, I remember.
That was it.
Wazim.
Hmm.
Yes.
Those there was a couple of those you were fighting with Bruce, like with the Werjackals in the study.
Well, what are we supposed to do here then? Destroy the book? Take it to Candlekeep?
Both tempting.
Let's not destroy it. Why don't we just?
I
Why
want
don't
to
we just
open
open
the
it?
book. Like what Mr. Stripe is saying, I would like to open it. And does Candlekeep use ravens to travel and deliver messages?
Before we open that book, maybe we should do it outside of the kind gnome's home.
Well, we are slightly all crunched up here. We're a very nice target if anything wanted to hit all of us at once.
All right, very
Good
well.
point.
Let's go outside then.
All right, let me just throw on my mantle.
Maybe find a
Of
nice
course.
quiet spot away from any of the villagers.
Yes.
And-
Okay, we'll go outside a little bit somewhere, just slightly outside the village, and we'll open the book there. Everyone, spread out and be ready. I'll open the book. But does anyone remember if Candlekeep uses ravens, and particularly white ravens, to travel and deliver messages? Though
I want to recall.
Those.
I
want
wonder
to
if I
make
recall anything.
history checks.
3, 10.
I probably wouldn't know because I'm not a.
I would say that you guys,
Oh,
Bruce, Dorothy, and Aki, you will have advantage on this because you've been there longer
Oh.
than the others.
oh well, then I
Okay.
did it right the first time. So
Yeah.
21.
This
Oh, yeah.
What a waste of that.
Still
I'm so
digesting all
proud.
the pie.
Yeah, I'm still a little queasy, I suppose.
Alright.
Bruce remembers everything about Candlekeep.
Cisco, you want to take it?
Yeah, with a 21, you definitely don't recall any ravens delivering books at all. And you haven't seen any ravens really that much. Well, you've seen ravens on the courtyard of the actual Candlekeep, but they didn't seem to be related to Candlekeep in any way.
Just
They're
wildlife.
just random, wildlife that came to eat little crumbles and things like that.
Dorothy, they don't use ravens delivering messages at Candlekeep, don't they?
No, unfortunately not. So we have no clue.
My last question. Can we roll anything to think? Do we know of any groups that would use a white magic raven like this?
I would
Oh,
say
I-
no.
No, fair enough.
Hmm.
Right, well, I'm assuming we're all here. We're outside. I'm going to open the book.
Yeah.
Everyone, be aware. And
I'll take a few steps back. Just
I'm gonna
Me too.
Wait, hold that.
pull my
Hold-
whip out and
before
just
you,
crack it.
Yeah, before you do, Gray, I would say the feather that you see in front of you is very familiar to what you have just recently dreamt.
Dorothy.
Hmm?
Before they open the book, can we talk on the side over here real quick?
Oh, all right, sure. But I mean, let's not let the others wait for too long. But all
Just
right.
Make
really
it fast. This is unnerving me. And I'll take
Sorry,
out my
it's-
staff.
Where?
while they're doing that, Scomo, I'm going to send you a quick check just in case it turns out in a pleasant way.
You know what, Dorothy? It can wait. Let's open the book first.
What
It's just
time
a question
what
about-
time of day is it?
It's nighttime.
Right.
Right,
Ah.
dancing lights go up for the group then, just so we can see what we're doing.
Ooh,
Globules
pretty.
of light begins to thing. But you also see a lot of gnome people start peeking out towards the direction. And you also see the lights come on into the other home of Zenwin, Fiddle Belch, as he kind of steps out and looks towards you all. Oh, what's going on? Everything all right?
Well,
We're just practicing fighting,
Oh,
right, Morker?
Right. I go towards Bruce. I try and grab his arm, and I'm trying to whisper him. We should probably Get away from here. I know a place where we can deal with this.
Of course, of course. Sorry, sir. We're going to go over there, so it's a safer spot for sparring. Okay.
That's what I was going to suggest. If you could just go somewhere a bit more quiet, let the rest of us sleep, if that's so kind of you.
Of course. Thank you. Your hospitality is most appreciated.
You see him kind of step inside with the candle, with the lantern, and then the lights kind of go out, and you also see other members. Some stay out for a little bit longer, watching you before they start going back inside as well.
Lead on, Mocha.
I lead them to the place.
I can
Yes?
open this. I can open this without touching it, if anybody would prefer.
Well, we do want to read it. Okay, very well. We'll follow Mocha.
Oh, we
We'll
can-
place the book down,
we-
and then you open
Sure.
it, and we read it.
Assuming it remains a book. Absolutely.
Of course.
Dorothy
Okay,
and
I
Gray.
lead them to the place where I trained.
As you slowly walk towards where you're trained, Dorothy and Gray.
Yeah, I want to hang back for a second with Gray and say, Strike, darling, are you sure? If you want to tell me something, you can. Maybe it's an urgent matter.
It's about that feather you have. Can I just see it for a second?
Of course! I already, attached it to my hat, but take it out.
I'm gonna hold it, and just kind of spinning in my fingers.
As you're standing there spinning in your fingers, a flash, an image of that girl puking out comes for a moment before you come back to your vision, back to reality.
Where did you get this? Was it from...
Oh, this was just a remnant from the White Raven that shot through the window, really. Does it affect you in any way? Remind you of anything? Or you seem very puzzled, maybe?
Yeah, it was... I had this weird dream. I was gonna share it with the group later, and maybe Aki might know something. He's pretty well versed with magic, so maybe he knows.
In
I
his
had
own
this-
way, yes.
I had this dream about a girl. She had black ooze coming from her eyes and mouth, and she was hiding from something. I don't know what it means. Do you ever have weird dreams?
Well, sure enough, I do, but I guess not of that kind. So let's keep that one in the back burner. And well, before we get back to the others, do you want to hold on to the feather, or do you feel more comfortable with me holding on to it? I don't want any funny business happening.
I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it in her hat. I was like, it's probably safer in your hands than mine.
All right, very well. Then let's make our way back to the group and see what this book is all about, shall we?
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that.
As you both begin to make your way, you see that they've already kind of set the book itself on the floor. And I guess continue from there.
Yeah. Well, I believe, Bruce, you were about to read the book, right?
It was more just in case that happened. I wanted to just get ahead of the game, so
Yeah.
Bruce will place the book down. We'll get to a safe distance for Aki's mage hand, I'm guessing, and so right out, Aki.
Yeah. So as the lights continue to spread out around the group as best as we can, Aki kind of puts his hand out, and a red glow appears around it, and the red hand floats off. And he just wants to kind of turn the front cover, the wooden cover over, so that we're just the first page is exposed.
Okay. As you do that, nothing happens, and you realize, as you focus on the writing, you realize it's written in common. There is no... The author is anonymous, as you can see on the Do you keep moving the pages, I assume?
Yeah, just very
I'll,
slowly.
I'll walk closer to it,
Yeah.
just so I can actually like read it.
It's kind of like it's as you moving the pages one by one. The story starts with a little story, and it goes as follows. After falling off her horse and breaking her leg, she was rescued and befriended by Vistani travelers who graciously nursed her back to health. The author and her horse traveled with the Vistani for 3 months, during which the author spent most of her time laid up in a Vistani covered wagon, where she took to writing this book to pass time. Although a dozen Vistani are colorfully described in the tome, only 2 are mentioned by name. One name that doesn't recall anything to you is called Drasha. I'll put it after on the chat. And it explains that she's a teenage girl who applied bandages to the author's wounded leg. And also it speaks about someone called Darzin, and he's one arm boy, so he's got an arm missing, with a terrible fear for wolves, who sang beautiful songs to help the author take her mind off the pain. And as you kind of go through the book a little bit more, you see that the book provides detailed accounts of the Vistani way of life, with emphasis on their food, music, how all these tiny little birds called bicchiari accompanying them normally, making all this beautiful music that also seems to be tuned to the instruments. They are always flocks of tiny little birds like sparrows. Yeah. And then it just also discusses the points of view of people who spend so much time inside these unusual covered wagons. And also she describes, now at this point you are aware the author is a woman, all these rough roads traveling through impenetrable mist and thick forests, cracking fires and cold nights, and wolves howling in the dead of the night, and ravens pecking off the roof of the wagon at wee hours of the morning. And then finally the author describes about how with her crutches it was hard for her to move, the cheery move for her benefactors, and how they traveled through this winding mountain to the gates of a tall dark castle. The book ends with the description of the castles being so dreadful, with many towers and a falling of 1,000 feet below just as the drawbridge of the castle approaches. And last bit of the book seems to be empty, as the 2 or 3 last pages are blank, and you could assume that she's actually finishing a mid-sentence, so something came, took her, and she couldn't write anymore.
Does the description of the castle match that fort we went past, or even Candlekeep itself?
Just by you see the castle is got 2 huge large towers, another turrets. Just the way it's describing it, it seems like a huge castle, like something that would be a castle for a king of a really important, noble, very rich, kind of like lush castle. Is something not low user, you could ascertain. It's much bigger. This is describing like a medieval style castle.
Could Aki make any sort of history check to see if he remembers any stories of other traveling caravans or people like this.
I will say that yeah, as you've been traveling on the road and stuff, make a history check at advantage. You have heard many tales of, especially of all your companions, who many nights you've stayed by that fireplace, talking different tales.
Never mind,
However,
still don't feel well.
yeah, however, you don't fully recall. You just heard the Bistani, and all of you are aware as well that your carriage was described to you as a Bistani barrel top wagon. So you are actually half a Bistani carriage yourselves.
Yeah, I told you that life on the road was not as bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah, of course. Something
have
happened
a-
to these people.
Does the handwriting look like it was rushed at the end, or
It just seems like at the end, like it just finishing half word, and then you see this kind of like a line, like the pen or whatever. I mean the
Quill.
little feather, yeah, quill. That's it. The quill was just dragged along, So she was writing, and something came and stopped her from writing. And if
no-
you go on.
no pictures or anything in this book? Just words?
No, just there is a couple of very simple drawings, just a drawing of a caravan and a drawing of all these little birds and a Bistani kind of performing with some unusual instrument.
What does it say about Vistani food and culture?
About Bistani food, it doesn't really mention that much. There is a little couple of remarks that they do eat wolves. That is quite popular, like a wolf steak. That is something quite unusual. You've never heard of eating wolf before, as such. But then he says that the Bistanis are planar travelers who often can be encountered in the Shadowfell. They seem to be immune to the despair that besets all other visitors to that plane, and they travel in horse-drawn, barrel-shaped wagons and have no permanent home. They are like nomads, should we say. Also, this speaks about the Bistani openly showing signs of prosperity, sharing the good fortune with strangers alike, and also resolving disagreements through contests that end with reconciliation, singing, dancing, and storytelling. Also, I just got through all the lore, I'm sorry, I know it's a little bit long. Also, Bistani families can be big, small, but each family is some kind of gerontocracy, yeah, I think that's the name. And
Something
the
crazy?
oldest,
What?
yeah, gerontocracy. I don't actually know how to pronounce this word, but it means that they have an older person that is always the ruling of the roost. This elder person seems to be the one enforcing traditions, settling disputes, and settling the course of the group's travel and preserving the Bistani way of life. And the last couple of things, the Bistanis have some kind of power, some say it's a gift, that they are able to travel through the mists and led to forlorn realms within the Shadowfell known as the Domains of Dread, where creatures born of darkness dwell. This gift was thrust upon them by mysterious entities called the Dark Powers as a boon for their kindness towards strangers. And also Bistani believe that ravens carry lost souls of people who died within them. Hence, killing a raven is considered a very bad luck and almost a curse in Bistani culture.
I don't
And
know
as-
about all of you, but this book is an enormous lore dump, as they would say.
We didn't kill that. That raven killed itself. The one
yes,
who came into it.
It just vanished and left behind a
Yeah.
feather. We didn't
No,
do
they-
anything to it.
Curses are not funny. We do not require further bad luck. We do fine on our own.
Of course.
Hey, Aki, I have a question.
Yes.
Did that raven seem like a you know magic? Was it like a familiar?
I've never known anybody with a raven, particularly a white one, but I didn't get that good a look at him before he went through the window. I was outside.
If it was indeed a magical creature, it perhaps once it had fulfilled its task, it simply.
Impressive it could carry this book in the first place.
It didn't look
Yeah.
particularly healthy at the end of its flight, to be fair.
Well, it exploded, no?
Very unhealthy.
Yes. So that's about as unhealthy as it gets.
I concur.
All right. Well, gentlemen, what could this mean? Someone specifically sent it to us, don't you think? I hardly believe it was by accident that this raven just burst through the window where we were staying at.
This is
Maybe-
not well traveled here. I would agree.
Maybe the gnomes know something?
I imagine white ravens stand out, we could ask.
Why on earth would it be sent to us then? It's specifically the building we were staying in.
I ask myself this all the time, Bruce.
That's a fair point.
Well, what could be a common denominator? So, we encountered a shadowy castle, although it's not quite as big as the description in the book would say. Also, we are
You mean that
traveling.
fort that we met during the way to Witchway Village?
Yes,
I don't think it's the same one. But,
No, but it may
me
be
neither.
connected.
Maybe. Also,
The paladins were afraid of it.
we are traveling with a Vistani carriage, so that's connection number 2. And
Do you think the raven recognized the carriage? Is that what you mean?
maybe so? I don't know if someone maybe would call out to us on purpose, and if it says in their culture that ravens usually do carry souls, maybe this in some weird way could be a messenger of a soul from another realm. Do you think we are receiving messages from another realm?
by Jove, do we really need that?
People used to make fun of me when I said I was this important in the carriage. But if this is not random, if there's a soul, a person is delivering a book to us with their final puff of feathers, it seems important.
Is it
Hmm.
is it
You go.
okay if I hold on to the book?
Of course. Here. He passes you the Book of the Raven.
This guy is.
As you,
Yeah, go.
just a quick second. As you were talking without actually reading the book, who would have been the closest person to the book?
I thought we all crowded round it. I know Bruce would
Yeah.
be right. We want to get a look at it, but I'm assuming we all crowded round it while
Yeah,
Anthony
yeah.
and Mage had some pages.
If you're crowded around it, I need everyone to please make a perception check.
Oh boy, here I go perceiving again.
I'm gonna use one of my. I'm gonna use one of my eye patches charges.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay. Roll
18.
again. All right. So I will say Gray, Aki, Dorothy, and Morkor, so almost everyone, realize that in the moment you are not actually reading the book, at some point the pages themselves seem to be moving in an unusual way, like almost fluttering by the rustle of the silent wind. So you realize that there is no wind in the room, but it feels like the pages of the book are moving in a way that they were moved by wind in an unusual way.
Magic book. I knew it was
I
something.
immediately go on guard and point like the staff to it and say something like, "I know we couldn't trust this."
What? What's wrong?
Oh,
Can anybody
it's moving.
He
here?
just moved and there's no wind.
Bring will say, not everything that is magical means that is bad.
Well,
Good
you
point,
Oh, I
Doug.
don't
you can
trust.
figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bryn, could you do your?
he will hold his holy symbol and kind of like focus into the power of his god Tyr, and then you will see that his eyes just go white for a second. I don't detect any evil or anything like that. No fiends, no face. Everything seems okay.
As an aside, Bruce turns to Morcar and says, Morcar, I don't know how you can say that. He puts a hat of friendly armor and Aki's shoulders and says, the only individuals my good friend here has blasted with magic has been those trying to kill us.
Yes, we're going to say that's true.
I retrieve my staff and I point it onto the ground. Well, I'm not a magic user. I don't know what to expect from this stuff. Therefore, I treat it with the caution I think it deserves.
That's fair.
Well, good thing you've not been traveling in the Vistani carriage so far, I guess. You've been with Rose. But we should probably search that thing pretty in depth. Pull up some floorboards when we get back there, see if there's something about that attracts exploding white ravens and trapped souls and scary books.
Well, let's go do it right now.
Very well then.
No time like the present.
Here's the book, Stripe.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take the book and stuff it.
Dorothy, you had a relation. You seem to be getting on with some of the gnomes. Do you want to ask them if they've seen this kind of thing before while we...
It's the middle of the night, Aki.
Well, it would
Yep.
be a little bit impolite. I don't know if we should wait until the morning, but
They seem up and nosy enough.
Do we know exactly what time of the morning it is?
Well, you do see the glimpse of the sunrise as it becoming dawn now, and you see the glint of bluish kind of hint coming towards the sky above as the stars begin to kind of fade away into the sky. However, Bruce, when you pass the book to Gray, something falls out of it. And as it does, you see this.
Ooh.
I will
treasure
pick it-
hunt.
I'll pick it up and I'll sort of like, oh, shit.
On this paper itself, you see it has again marks of scratches by little birds and pecks, but there is one specific mark that you see which says, "Help me." And there is a little poem. It seems like this has been drawn by some child of some sort, and at the bottom there is this little tale. It says, "Follow the trail to the Hand of Horn, past the Three-Tree Hill, over river worn, to the worm's mark in the foggy moors. West of there is my home."
Look, Bruce, they did a funny. Which way? This way.
That's really rather good.
I like that.
Wait, does that say "help me" on there?
Yes. Oh
Oh.
dear.
Dorothy, remember what I told you?
Yeah. That tracks.
Hey, Aki, I had a really strange dream. In this dream, the girl was asking for help before she turned into black ooze and died. But do you think
Turned into
maybe
black
this
ooze?
Well, this black stuff came out of her eyes, and she died
Okay.
right beside me, hiding under a bed.
Oh.
Do you think maybe it's this? Maybe this is the map leading to this girl before she dies. Maybe we could go save her.
I'm sorry. What? The girl dies? Black ooze?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It was
Just as
It
confused.
was all. It was a lot. I had a dream. I was hiding under a bed. There was a girl beside me. She had beautiful ginger hair, but she kept saying she was hiding from the bad man.
The bad
Told
man.
me about how she just needed to hide and stay quiet. Then all of a sudden black stuff came out of her eyes and mouth and she was dead. I woke up.
Did you have
He-
any other similar dreams before?
I don't. Not normally. I mean, even when I touched that feather on Dorothy's hat, it brought it back. This has to be all related somehow.
What's the feather got to do with anything?
I don't know. I touched it and it reminded me of my dream.
Well,
Seems
nothing
like-
turned into black ooze here. That's an improvement for us.
Yeah, but it seems
Oh.
like she sent it.
I have a question for our DMs. With this particular feature, looking at this map, would Bruce know where we are in relation to this map? Because I notice Hardbuckler's not on this. I'm assuming it's an older map or a hand-drawn map, and we have which way here, so he knows where he can remember which way is. Oh, which.
Wait.
So,
Make. Sorry, up to you. You go, Mo.
Oh no, I mean, when you arrived at Whichway Village, it was nighttime, so you couldn't really see what beyond what was around and stuff like that. From what this map is saying and your wanderer feat, you understand that the red route that is there is probably directions. Obviously, it's written by a kid, and you don't know how she knows the route, but itself. Because you have only traveled from either Whichway Village to Hardbuckler, you don't know the other area around this place. But it seems like it starts from Whichway Village.
so where are we? Where would we be on this map in relation to which way did
Probably
we go
off,
west?
like, probably. You went east. Like, yeah, eastish.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same. So you
Okay.
will have to
Okay.
probably go west to get to this map.
Right.
Yeah.
Bruce sighs and kind of rubs his temples and goes, "Right. Well, if this has anything to do with what went on at that cursed village, we'll have to go back to which way and continue on west."
Oh.
Yes,
Well, maybe
I
we
think-
can get a full head of sleep first then.
it's nearly dawn. Maybe a few more hours, or we could
I
make tracks now.
think we should go as soon as possible. We don't know what could be happening to this girl.
You can always rest on the way, Dorothy. If that's of concern, you needn't drive.
Well, that much is assumed, but I guess our virtuous crew will follow our morals and not let a lady or a child rather in distress be any more distressed, right? All right, I'm persuaded. Let's go then. We'll just
Right.
go grab my things and talk to
My-
Texafina and Zenwin.
My
Back on the
suggestion-
road.
Of course. My suggestion, Moko, you can see in the dark like I can, can't you? We'll take the cart and the carriage. I can lead us back to which way I'm reasonably confident of the layout of this land.
Yes.
Gray, can you help me investigate the inside of this carriage? I think
Of
you might be
course.
better at finding things than I am.
Well, I mean, this eye patch does help me.
It's very dashing.
He is augmented.
It is pretty great.
Mocha, shall we get the animals ready? They'll search through the carriage, and Dorothy, if you wish to say our goodbyes. Bryn, you do something.
We'll take Bryn.
Yeah,
Jolly,
I think
jolly good.
Yeah.
if this is, they mentioned the Shadowfell, I feel like this is the man to have too.
What if Bryn? Can
Yeah.
you try and detect and see if there's anything on the wagon as well?
Good idea.
Of course, yeah, I could do that. And once more, he will use his divine sense. to detect. And he just will say, I don't really detect any evil, but there is some kind of goodness coming out of there. And he points underneath, kind of like under the seat, one of the seats. It seems like there is a compartment of some sort there. But he kind of moves back and said, oh, I'm not very dexterous. Could you do this? And he looks to you, Gray.
Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm gonna take my knife and flick it in my hand.
All
Tap
right.
yourself.
As you start doing that, I will say that it takes you a little bit of time, but you manage to realize that there is some hidden compartment in there underneath the seat of the barrel top wagon. And as you go through it, make an investigation check.
I'm using my lights to try and make it easier. Can that be
Okay.
with it?
22.
You know what?
Yeah,
Doesn't
make it at
matter.
advantage. Yeah, no, make it at advantage if you. That's
Yeah.
good. I like that.
Nah, let's go
Okay.
nat 20. Give me a nat 20. Oh, so close. It was
All right.
it was on the 20 and then it just
It
hit the
always
wall.
does. It always does.
With a 22, you don't literally see anything, but you feel that there is some kind of little pouch that seems to contain an square-shaped object of some sort. And this pouch is made out of a purple velvet, and it's got some writing, like embroidery on it.
What's the embroidery say or look like?
On the embroidery, it's got a language that you don't understand. None of you do. It seems like a very old version, an unusual way of being speaking something like perhaps common, but it's very, very unusual. Imagine like in the real world, it will be like an old Romanian from like 2,000 years ago.
Just gonna open the pouch.
Okay, as you open the pouch, there is a box. It's made out of wood with all these carvings on it. And on the carvings of the box, you see this. I'll just show you like that. I don't know if you can see that.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's that symbol in there.
Aki, do you know this? Do we know this symbol?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Bryn?
If this is something of the Vistani, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, the Breen looks at it. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know what it means.
Can I twist or push? Does anything move on the cube?
Yeah, it's more like a little box, you know. So when
Yeah,
you
box.
you realize it's got some little hinge on it that you could potentially open, and it will open the box. And as you do open the box, all these cards that you don't recognize come out. You see this. All these
They
unusual-
fall out, or
They are there, you know. There's different cards that you don't recognize what they are, but there seems to be some kind of weird tarot card. Tarot.
I'm not usually one for tarot cards. Aki, this seems more your speed.
yeah,
But they are not normal as you look at them properly. Is any of you have experience with tarot cards actually?
no.
Not at the church.
Don't have a
I
mystic
will-
meg?
He's PG.
I will maybe say that Aki, because your background, maybe you don't really have used them before, but I could say you've seen them if you are okay with that.
Absolutely.
And as you look at these, they don't look anything like tarot cards that you ever seen. They are all completely different writing. There is one that is called the philanthropist. There is one that is called the merchant, the beggar. You have the dark lord, ghost, marionette. All these unusual. There is even one that is a raven on it.
Okay.
That one.
And who's holding them? Am I holding them, or is Gray still holding them?
I'll pass them to you.
So, holding them doesn't produce any effect. Nothing happened.
Nope. You just by holding them and stuff, you can, with using your passive arcane ability, that is something we don't really use that much. You feel that there is some kind of. It's not that the cards are magical, but there is some kind of divination that they can be used with them. So it's kind of like a tool for something.
Okay.
You know.
These are really beautiful. Do you mind if I hold on to these for a while? I'd love to study them. I mean, imagine how pretty a tattoo would be if I could study this kind of thing.
I mean, you guys let me keep the eye patch. I don't see why not.
Thank you. If it's of any consequence, I can't see through anything while I'm holding them. You'll look exactly the same.
It's okay. Just promise me later we can mess with Morkart using those cards.
Oh, why not mess with everybody while we're using these cards?
Oh, we'll tell them we can predict their future, but we'll charge them like five silver.
I already know their future. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Just I'll pocket the cards and turn back towards the group.
All right.
Was there anything else inside the box, or is it?
No, just there is like a little on the inside of it. Even though everything is an unusual language, on the box, that's in one little corner, it says in common Taroka deck.
There's nothing special or containery in any special nature about the box.
Just that the box itself is carved exactly to the measures of the cards, so you will feel like you should have the box and the cards together because they are quite frail.
So would you mind if I feel like I'm going to ruin them? I'm probably going to get pastry on them.
Yeah, you could keep the box, but I'm keeping the pouch.
That's only fair.
Sweet.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'm gonna put the pouch in my
Back in the
little
inside
backpack.
pocket.
Right. As you begin stashing the stuff that you have found within the wagon itself, the camera pans out as Bruce. You said you're loading the wagon itself.
Yeah, getting it ready, preparing the animals, doing this without Morkar. I would also during this I've been sort of it's a ritual cast speak to animals, so I can also explain where we're going, and also tell Johnny and Craig that I want to leave them here with the farmer in this village.
Oh, you're leaving us? Why?
Well, it's just such a lovely place to live. Plenty to eat, and people who take care of you a bit. Far safer than what we are doing. Isn't that right, Morkar?
Keep your voice down before we attract more attention, please.
People are already waking up. Fresh grumpy dwarf. Anyway, yes, that's what we're going to be doing.
Bruce, you hear a voice coming far away, and it says, "I love you. I love you.
Oh?
I love you."
I look around.
Make a perception check.
Do I also hear it?
You hear Morkor, some kind of frog croaking.
That's pretty standard. Nothing that will pique my attention.
20.
Yeah, with a 20, you see this kind of orangey green, really fat frog there on the frog toad, and he's just talking, "I love you." And he's looking at you, Bruce, as you are green.
Oh, no. I am not a frog.
What? Why are you talking to the horses like you're talking? Like, what are these sounds?
But
Because
you understand me. You are a frog. You are sexy.
By Jove. Okay, first of all, Morkar, with 10 minutes preparation, I can talk to animals. All animals, it seems. This one, he points to the frog, seems to think I am a frog, and because I understand her, that I am also a frog, and him. Oh, well, you don't need me then. You need a female.
Oh, you're not female?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, you see disappointment on the frog's face, and he just jumps off.
Good day.
He's off. Brack.
How rude. Bruce kind of looks a bit crestfallen there. Anyway, so yes,
You see, while you have had this conversation, you turn around and you see Johnny and Craig have already wandered off.
oh no, wait, wait!
They stop and they turn around. Yeah.
I need to leave you with someone.
And they come back.
Ah, by Jove. Morka, is Rose okay?
I think so. She seems fine.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. You have a good way with animals, Morka, sir.
Quite frankly, I've used to take care of the animals in my temple, so yeah.
Jolly good. All right, could you help me with these two horses? We'll go see Zanwin. I'm sure Dorothy will have been explaining why we need to leave, and maybe he knows a farmer who could take them in.
Okay then. I'll grab one of. I suppose they have like the.
It's just rope.
Yeah. I'll grab one of the two guys' ropes.
All right. As you are doing that and you're heading towards the where you see Dorothy has headed towards, Reapy Cheap comes out, comes onto your shoulder, and says to you, Bruce, "So we're leaving, right?"
That is the plan, yes, Reapy Cheap.
Good riddance. I hate this place. The quicker we leave, the better.
Well, we're going on an adventure. Could be dangerous.
Danger. That's my middle name.
Well, that's convenient. Reapy Cheap, Danger. We just need a last name for you now.
Mouse.
Sure.
No, don't call me a mouse.
Ow! Hey, you're Reapy Cheap, Danger, Mouse. I love it.
How dare you? He bites you on the ear.
Don't bite the ear attached to the man who feeds you.
he just scurries back into your pouch and just goes in there.
Another one of that. I'll be putting you in the bag of holding, you miserable bastard.
And as the camera pans from there, we go to where Dorothy is just knocking on the door. The door opens. Good morning, Dorothy.
Good morning, Texafina. We had a little.
Oh, you're mistaken.
situation.
I'm Zanwin. We don't all look alike.
Did someone say my
sorry.
name? You hear from behind.
Yes, darling. I'm so sorry. It's so early in the morning. I still have to rub my eyes. Yes, Zenwin. So we had a situation during the night, and we have to leave quite abruptly. But I wanted to formally thank you for your hospitality, and we're all very grateful for the day of respite you bestowed upon us, and how graciously you received us, and that you gave us a place to stay.
You see him as he looks at you. Say that to him. There's a small tear in his eye, and Texafina, you hear that? They want to thank us.
Oh my god, they are leaving us. Please let me make you some cocoa before you go. And
Well,
she
you-
comes out with her hair down and it's like a bit thin. Then
Some
you
Coke?
realize what she's- Cocoa. Some
Oh.
cocoa.
Well, sure. That's maybe a little less fun, but sure, I could use one for the road. But also, can you can I get back my coat from the dry cleaners?
Yeah, of course. Let me go and get it for you, sweet.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
She just turns like kind of non-walk.
Oh my, I'm feeling so chipper all of a sudden.
At this point, you see a lot of the gnomes starting to pop out again, and the sun is now risen to a point where everyone's morning is happening at the same time. Continue on.
Morka, do you hear that music as the sun comes up?
Good morning! You hear all this kind of like good mornings going around. Good morning, fellow neighbor! And they all like talking to each other like they're so happy.
The marker will kind of sink in his shoulders, like, this place is so disgustingly happy.
I was about to say, no one deserves to be this happy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you hear in the background next door. Yeah, take this muffin tray that I bake for you and your family. And then
Oh
kind
my
of like
Goodness.
Oh, look, I got you some scones. You would like some scones for your travels? I heard you're traveling away. You're leaving us
He
already?
appears as if by magic. Yes.
You learned to teleport.
Let's say that's true. I heard scones.
You see the whole gnome village bringing you stuff, probably prepared with the fruits that they had and stuff like that. You fruit cake, all sorts of stuff. They just bring it to you, and it seems like
Rations for days.
you don't know how, but once Dorothy, you mentioned that you're leaving. Somehow they all know.
Oh God, they're a hive mind.
Yeah.
Best village ever. I don't care how creepy the books are.
How many rations do we have now? All of them.
All of them.
Yes.
We're good to go.
How many are they? Yes.
How many
Hey,
rations do you need? We have.
Your rat friend will be here forever.
Dorothy, they love you a lot, right?
Sure. Who doesn't?
See if they'll donate some gold for the road.
Oh, yeah. I could always use some. So I don't even know if this is a currency that's used in your village, to be honest, because it's so special.
They run the barter system.
Like the likes of you, but
They use miles.
do you have maybe some spare coin for aiding our travels and ensuring the safety of the nearby area?
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Where is it? Damn.
Come on, you're good at this. Oh, come on!
Not really. Shit. I rolled-
Wait, hold up. Do you want to use anything?
Oh well, okay. Now that you're asking, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I'm just saying, do you want to use it or not? It's up to you.
Still shit, but a little less shit.
Francisco.
Yeah, you hear from the back, coming from the kitchen. You see Texafina coming with your coat in one hand, looking pristine and shiny. And then she's got on the other hand this little kind of like a big clay jar. And you hear some coins on it. And she's like slowly starts to count her coin, you know? And she's got like this little box. And she looks at you, look at her husband. And then she kind of like just keeps the coin hidden. There's your coat, you sweetheart.
Yeah, we don't want you to spend all your savings or anything. Just
I've
if you have
been
something
saved
to spare.
for a long time in case me and my husband just have a kid one day soon. You
Then you
never
should-
know.
Yeah,
I was just
true.
about to pickpocket them.
Well,
I can't.
what does your moral compass say now?
Congrats on the future kid, guys. And Gray's just gonna walk away with a muffin.
Gray's heart
You
just
will
grew 3
pickpocket the
sizes.
uterus.
And also, the process of making them surely is an enjoyable experience to be done multiple times. So all the luck with that, and I encourage you be as diligent as you need to be, you two lovebirds.
Bruce just looks at Dorothy like this.
What?
You see Sandwin's face blushing as well as he looks towards his wife, and he's like, oh well, well, thank you so much.
She gives
Of
him a
course.
kiss.
Oh, not in front of them. Anyway,
That's the spirit. I take everything.
and as you all begin to pack the wagon with your bags and stuff.
Oh, one last thing. I wonder if we if people are still gathered around. Just as a general questionnaire, if anyone would know, just in case, any familiarity with white ravens?
They all turn to each other, and in unison they just shake their heads. They're all like,
It really is a hive mind.
Has anyone seen the first Ice Age film when you see all the dodos who kind of go look at each other like,
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
just
Oh,
like that.
God damn it. It's a village of dodos. Fuck.
these people will die when there's any actual danger at their doorstep. Oh well.
So,
Yes,
so, Aki, was there anything else I needed to ask them?
I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
I think we are pretty well provisioned now, so we can wander off. And as he turns to walk away, you can see his once well-fitting coat is very clearly full of muffins. It's in every pocket.
Is the girl from yesterday that got her teeth smashed in? Is she in the crowd?
Make a perception check.
15?
Yeah, you see her, and you look at her. She has got the biggest smile on her face with teeth missing, and she's just like smiling to you guys.
Oh dear, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That Stripe, what happened? What happened to her? The poor thing looks like she's been dreadfully hurt.
You lost. Who
Bruce,
cares?
you got really drunk last night when you were raging. Don't you remember punching her?
Oh no! Oh no! What have I done?
You should go apologize to her. Probably pay for her dental.
I'm doing that right now! Bruce runs up there and goes, I am so sorry for what I did to you! Can I give her 5 gold? One for each
I
missing
step
Bruce.
aside to Gray and look at him, and be like, "You're a terrible person, you know that."
She looks at you, confused, and looks at the gnomes beside, and
I'm giving her no context. It's just this crying with an effort going, I'm so sorry! Have money!
Yeah, you hear the mother saying, "Don't be shy, it's okay. We shouldn't take money from strangers, but this is a special occasion." And you see this kind of smile on her, like, as she sees the 5 gold.
takes the money.
Bruce is ugly crying right now.
Come on, Bruce. It's all right.
I don't know if I can. I don't know how I can.
I come around. I just try to take him by his arm and be like, "It's okay. It's okay."
And as you begin setting off on your wagon, and them waving at you, you begin your
Goodbye.
bye. Sounds like
Bye.
Teletubbies. Bye bye.
Ciao. And you hear Gerbo! Some guy there shouting Gerbo. You're like, "Oh,
Goodbye to you all.
I'm gonna look at Morker and be like, so are the dwarf villages this happy, or are you guys like the polar opposite?
Well, I don't know. I never lived in a dwarf village.
Sorry, dwarf temple?
Same. It wasn't a dwarf temple. I only lived the only other dwarves I really met and interacted with were my parents.
Are they as mean as you are?
Aki gives him a big elbow.
Way worse than you think.
You hear Bryn laughing in the background, and she says to you, Bruce, "So he was the only dwarf in the temple?" And he starts laughing.
Why?
Exactly why?
I just don't know.
Just out of character, that gay in the village remark, I think. Dwarves in the temple.
I just don't know.
That's been stupid. Sorry, guys.
All right, and as you all set off on your journey, who is taking the lead on where you guys go?
Well, Bruce
Who's got the map?
Bruce has the map, and he's also most familiar with the rough layout of the land. And hang on, Hamish is eating the cable for my this. Don't stop it. So he'll he'll be driving the carriage, and he'd ask Morker to take Rose and the donkey in the cart.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's how we can start in it,
yeah.
anyway.
Aki will sit up front with Bruce and start working on convincing him that he needs a temporary bear type tattoo.
A
Are it-
temporary one.
We have to practice, Bruce. You want me to be good when we get to doing it properly.
Oh,
Practice.
Of course. Yes, I would very much love one. A bear. I'll leave it in your more creative hands. Where do you feel it should go?
Quite. That's it.
All right.
After So, actually, question: how are we, quote unquote, disposed? Because I am alone, I guess, on with Rose, guiding my cart. How are we disposed on the other cart? I guess that Dorothy is inside as always.
Of course.
Aki's no. Bruce is leading the cart.
With Aki.
He's they were at the front of the car, the carriage driving it. Yeah.
Bryn's in the cart with Dorothy. So he's only
Yeah.
where Gray is now. It depends on where he is.
What about Gray and
I want to
Bruce?
sit next to Morkern.
Okay. No. I make you some space on the seat.
I'm gonna just scoot on down. So, you actually knew your parents?
I can stay quiet for a couple seconds. Only recently I got to know them. It's only a recent thing. I don't turn to you. I keep looking towards the road.
Did you meet them while you were in the temple? Did you? What? You don't seem in particularly fond of them.
No, you could say so. My parents left me at the temple when I was young, and I grew up in the temple since I was basically a toddler. And recently, once I got to Baldur's Gate, I got there for two reasons. One was to investigate on the books, and the other was to look for my parents. I used the advantage of leaving the temple for the first time in many, many years to look for the tracks of my parents, which I suppose they were still living on our island off the coast, but they weren't. And I tracked them down to the possible nearest city, which is Baldur's Gate. And there I found them.
That's good news then, right?
Does this look like the face of good news?
I mean, that just looks like your face.
Fair.
Resting door face.
Um, if you don't want to talk about it right now, we could always.
No, it's fine. It's fine. And I tighten the grip around the straps of leather, the braces of Rose. And you notice that
The reins.
thank you. And you notice the knuckles. They're all wrapped up in the fabric, the same fabric of my robe, and the left one looks like newer. It looks like it was recently changed. Or the right one. Around the knuckles, they're still red, like dried blood, and the rest of the bandages are already, yellowish, or covered, with dirt and stuff. Just it gets on the fabric as you use. They are just to pour devilish drunkards who tried to basically say the first thing they did once I got to their quote unquote doorstep, if you can call it one, was try to get as much money from my pocket as if they could because, well, as I said, they're poor and they are just two drunkards that try to go by the day.
So, what did you talk to him and everything, or when you were there? Like,
Well, there wasn't really much talk. I didn't have in so many years held expectations for my parents. I was raised in the temple and my family was there and I never felt the need to know my actual parents, and I didn't know what to think of it. And still they managed to disappoint me very much. There wasn't much talking. I got in front of their door. I saluted them as their kid, as their son, and all they cared about was not knowing how I got there, how did I find them, what has life been since they left me to the temple. They just wanted money. Why they got haphazardly up from their bed with a very bad hangover over on their heads.
so it can't be all that bad, though. I mean, at least you've met all of us since then. You've joined our, well, I would like to say party, but do you
Yes.
know
Go on.
do you know why they gave you up? Did they ever tell you, or
No,
maybe there was a reason?
they never told me, and judging by their characters, I can only imagine the reason. And I really don't wanna ask anything else. I'm trying to leave all of this behind.
I'm just gonna take my hand and like pat him on the back and say, you know, your knuckles look pretty roughed up. Dorothy could probably mend that for you. And you know, we're all here for you if you want to talk, or if you want to go, instead of punching on trees or rocks, Bruce could take a couple hits.
Bruce is the front of the carriage.
Well, I said that we were supposed to spar sometimes. I guess this is as good as a chance as any to do it while we're traveling.
Oh, maybe not this instant, but in
I
case
didn't
we
mean
do-
this right now.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow morning, this evening, I don't know.
Okay. I'm always game. We can have a free for all.
Free for all sounds fun.
There we go.
Now get off my cart, and I just shoulder you to get you down while we're going.
Oh, Bruce, catch me!
I can't help you. I'm in the carriage up ahead.
God damn it, Bruce!
And as the camera pans out with Gray chasing after the carts, and you guys driving towards the, I say which way village, we will go ahead and take a break right there and come back to see what events unfold after that. So, for you guys out there, don't go anywhere. We will be right back, and see you guys soon.
We are on. The Book of the Raven is on. Yay!
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
right, we are back, and let's jump straight back into the game. Let me put music back on. 1 second.
All right.
There we are. Boop. All right.
I love this tune.
Yeah, it's nice. Isn't it? Like
Nice and relaxing.
nice journey tune. All right. As you guys find yourself after a few hours, and you to Witchway Village, you find it in the daytime now. Now you guys can see it. Obviously, no one there, but empty. And you do see surroundings, hills, and very strong structures of hills around this place. But from this point of view, you can't see further than that. You might have to go a little bit of a higher point. So who wants to go to the high point and make a perception check to see if they can spot what is mentioned within the map itself?
I have the map. I'll go up. Does someone want to accompany me?
Yeah,
I'll race you to the top.
I'll put it on the
Okay.
screen for you guys.
Or do you
Well,
want
I
to
have the
race?
cart, so I won't be going.
I'm gonna. All right, Bruce, you ready to race?
Oh, I was born ready. Would that be a contested athletics check?
Well, you're
I'm going
running.
to shove him.
Okay, I'll roll with disadvantage.
Like
then.
before we
I'm
start, I
fine
want to
with
shove him and knock him over.
that. I'm fine with that. I'll roll with disadvantage.
Wow. All right, let's make an
Okay,
athletics
ready.
check.
Wow.
Wow, with disadvantage as well.
Jesus!
Wow.
Wow!
He really was born ready. Shit.
Gray goes
Ah,
and pushes himself.
Oh, man.
As you guys both get to the top of the hill, make a perception check.
Okay.
ooh! I see far.
What do your human eyes see?
All right. Bruce, you begin to look out into the distance. You do see some of the hills and stuff, but Gray, you see it much more kind of clear with your human eyes, and in this daytime, further, like
My
kinda-
half-human eyes are not good enough.
No, they're not. Yeah, towards the west, you do see there is a looks like past the hills. This looks like some sort of like rocks or stone. One is shaped like a hand, and the other one is shaped like some sort of I don't know, just a straight pillar of some sort. And by seeing this, and from what you have seen on the map, you think that that's kind of depicting the hand and the horn, and that is the direction that you need to go.
I'm gonna shout down, guys! I see a rock. It looks like a hand giving us the middle finger.
Oh, 1 second. I pull out the map and I look where you're looking. I go, I believe that's where we need to go. Bully.
All right. And as you run back down the hill,
Just before they get there, I'd quite like to shout back to Dorothy and say, so you're able to identify things again, now that you have the feather.
I believe so, yes.
Something we didn't manage to do. Can you have a look at this? And I pull out that weird potion that's clear with a little red ball in the middle that keeps expanding and contracting.
Oh,
Can you figure out what this might be?
of course, darling.
Thank
I
you.
wonder. Maybe
It's
it's
getting weird walking around with it in my pocket, not knowing what it does.
yeah, some sort of toy, maybe.
as you
Alright.
begin doing your identification spell, while the others have kind of gone for to search which direction to go, as they return back, you finish your spell. And as you do, you realize that the bottle that you have within your hand is a potion of enlarge.
All right. I think I know what this is.
Incoming.
I can go from Dragonborn to Dragon!
It's an actual dragon.
So in terms
So
of
this-
context of what it does, if you drink this potion, you will be enlarged for, what did I say? One, I think I said for 1 hour, right? Let me double check what it is.
Oh,
Damn.
that's a
1
lot of time.
hour?
Hang on.
That's a lot of time.
I cannot
Aki-
remember.
I think it was for 1 hour,
Burning
yeah.
Godzilla.
For real.
Damn.
It could be
I think
1d4
it- yeah,
minutes.
maybe-
I'll double check for you for
like-
that, but I remember it being an hour, but I'll double confirm and check that for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
1 hour. Okay. So this will make you bigger than you already actually are.
You turn.
And
Sorry.
it will probably last for an hour. And I don't know, where did you get this again?
When we were, I was a little cheeky before we left, and I asked if
Well, aren't you always?
the floating man could give us any help on the way out, and we collected these on the way out of Candlekeep, and we never did find that owl, so we never found out what it was.
Oh. Well, now you know. With
So
this,
it
you could
makes me
even... Oh, you
bigger.
go ahead. Yes, it would make you even bigger, and you could stuff even more pies into your belly.
It could make one really big pie.
Oh, I guess that too.
Wow.
So creative.
Drinks.
After an hour, the pie just becomes really small again. Then
I don't think the pie would.
Maybe it would. It would be the perfect snack, though. You could eat and
Like-
eat and eat, and after an hour, it's just teeny tiny in your stomach, and you
You're
wouldn't
not
have gained any
feeling
weight.
sick.
Cook, let's pour it on a ration. And I'm just gonna like try to grab it as a joke.
Now,
As a joke.
Aki's
now.
on fire.
Yeah. Thank you very much, dear. It's very nice to know what the hell this thing does now.
Of
I'm
course.
sure that would be useful.
Yes, I think so too. So you hold on to it, and when the time is right, you know, I always like to see you get enlarged, so.
Oh my Lanta.
I haven't done one in a while, you guys.
That was pretty good. I was waiting for that joke to come. I was gonna try and make it.
Oh my.
Just so you
Okay.
guys know, I
Pocket that again.
did see that tower that looked like a hand.
It's on the map. I show you map.
That's the
How
next stop.
far away did it look?
By the way, you probably like the joke and everything that was said. I guess it was said inside the cart, your cart. Okay, because
We're close enough we can hear each other.
Yeah, you can hear him.
Really.
He doesn't need your
Her
standing.
voice projects. It's
yeah,
fine.
I can hear them. It's just that they can see Morker because Morker hears the joke. And he kind of turns, like his head snaps towards your cart. He just gets like visibly flustered. Just like.
When I see him, I would wink, like, anime wink, send a spark over directly to your forehead.
Maybe if we pour this on Morker, it'll make him normal size.
Oh my goodness!
I don't need to be normal size to kick your ass.
You've got quite a filthy mouth, don't you?
Actually,
I
just out of curiosity, how tall is Morker? Because I was checking, dwarves are normally 4 to 5 feet tall, so it's not that different. I actually thought it was much smaller, but
Potion of growth
I
is
think
1d4 hours.
It's 1d4, right? Hours?
D4.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what it was.
So it could be 4 hours.
I mixed them both. I mixed them both up. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
I
wild.
think he's 3.8.
okay.
These-
All
they're
right,
a
so
little
it's
bit shorter than
slightly
what it
shorter than average for a dwarf, a little bit. Okay,
Okay.
let's make a note.
All right. Okay. And as you have this conversation, you pack your things up, and you begin traveling towards there. A montage of you guys going over hills, following the path on your carts,
Musical
Are we
montage.
there yet?
musical. And as you,
There, yeah.
No.
a few hours do pass
Aki,
before you.
are we there yet?
Stop
Before you-
interrupting the DM!
I'm sorry.
No, we have conversations to have.
These are important.
I'm sorry.
I'm making mental notes of where we are and where we're going. We'll never get lost if we ever come by here again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You eventually find yourself close to where this point is. And it sees on the map that there is another point that needs to be found. Who wants to take this check to see where to go next? You are looking for specifically the 3-tree hill.
We should have. I'll have a look.
Mhm.
Oh, help me look for the 3-tree hill. Okay then. Where could this be? Is that perception?
Yeah,
Oh.
perception. Yeah.
Oh,
We can do survival as
I'll
well
roll.
if you want. To just kind of scout the
I'm still
wilderness.
rolling- No, wait. I clicked it twice. Oh, sorry. The first one was a 15.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Anyone else want to have a go and look around?
Yeah. Oh, of course you fucking would.
Oh,
I'm gonna use my last charge.
Grey
Yeah,
falls
I mean,
over.
okay.
Ah!
My toes.
20.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Big change.
I believe more. This will be a new day, right? Actually.
Not yet. This is the same day they've traveled from here to which way towards this, and they're traveling most of the day, but they will stop in a bit.
Okay. Because I'm just saying, because last time Lucky used it was at night, so that's what I mean. He will have recharge at dawn, right?
I think he used it the day before twice, so he used it in the morning when he checked the wagon, and he's just used one
Okay.
now.
All right,
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
But has a day passed since we
Not yet.
left?
Must be getting to the
okay.
evening about now.
It's getting.
Yeah.
You can see the sun beginning to kind of go down. However, again, Gray, you're the one that spots it, and you point towards the direction where you see this very tall hill, and upon it you count 1, 2, 3 large trees. And from this distance, you see it's still another few hours away. And from here, you begin setting off towards that direction. And as you do, you come across through kind of narrower passage where you find, hills and trees again most of the way. And once you kind of get there, you begin to hear the sound of kind of rushing water as well. But at this time, you've been traveling for quite a while, and rest is needed. So you make camp. Does anyone want to stay up to take watch, or do you guys feel safe enough to take a rest?
Bruce would certainly take first watch. He'd also ask Morker if he still wants to spar a bit.
Yes, I was actually about to suggest that.
Alright, let's set this event up. The best out of 5. The person who gets to 3 hits first wins. And
Oh,
you guys
shit.
can describe each motion of what you guys do one by one.
Tell you what, since I'm rolling unarmed attacks, should I roll without my proficiency? And this
There'll
is
be
just
no
random?
damage. It'll just be first ones to hit. So, and everyone's proficient with unarmed strikes. So
Okay.
Yeah, Dorothy, how much you want to bet on? I got 5 gold on Brucey boy.
Well, I mean, I gotta stick with my lovely giant as well. I wouldn't bet against him in any case.
Well, in that case,
20.
10 gold on Morker.
To be
Oh,
fair,
okay.
how much gold do I have?
You're just going?
I mean, I just.
Andy?
well, I was gonna
unarmed.
wait. It's fine. Hold up. Let's both of you roll for initiative. See who goes first.
Oh, okay. I apologize. 4.
Ooh.
Ain't gonna be
Still roll lower, don't worry.
You'll still have advantage, I guess, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You wanna use advantage now?
Wait, what? How do I get advantage for rolling initiative?
As a don't you get as a barbarian, you have this danger sense. So anytime
That's
that
dexterity. You
No,
get
I
uncanny
think-
sense. Hey, what?
I
It's not to do with anything to do with initiative. That's later.
Is it level
Oh,
5?
okay.
Later,
Alright.
yeah.
Level 5?
That's later.
Oh really? Oh my apologies. So we've been doing it wrong, Alan. Oops. Okay. so we know.
How
Make a
dare
note.
you
Sorry.
not know every single rule of this game, guys?
All right.
God damn it!
I don't know how we can continue.
Morko, you take the first attack. Go ahead.
I take the first attack.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I've got some.
I'm just out with my fists out in guard,
Mm-hmm.
and I just gesture towards Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
and I'm gonna use one. Damn, the music pretty good.
Level 7 variant. Sorry.
Was one key point for patient defense.
Okay.
I thought we were just sparring. Is this going to be knocking lumps of each other? I don't want to do that. Bruce is not swinging to damage. Like, even though it'll come up with damage, I'm not hurting. It's just
Yeah, there's no damage. It's to hit, but you can use other techniques that you have to dodge if you want to, or an action to dodge, or whatever it is. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
I think that you normally. I know. I guess it's a bonus because I don't actually know how normally, because I never use it actually. The dodge action, is that a reaction that you can?
No.
take?
So
Like-
it's basically you. Normally, if you don't have the abilities of a rogue or a monk, you use your action to dodge. But because you're gonna use a key point to do patient defense, then you can still have the dodge action on, and you still have an action to attack. Technically,
Yeah, go for it. Swing at me.
it's. But his next attack will be with disadvantage, basically.
No, then I will not use a key point and will just go in dodge.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So he's just dodging for his first hand. Roll to hit Bruce with disadvantage.
Actually,
Bruce will.
that you have, if you have reckless, you could.
I'm aware.
overcome
I'm aware.
that.
I'm aware. He's going at it. Righto. Let's go.
Like a proper Englishman.
10.
Sorry.
Huzzah!
Do you want me? Do you want me to kind of describe what the events, how it go?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, go for it.
No problem. So as you stand there and you kind of wait for the opponent to attack first, knowing that by them rushing at you, you'll be able to counter them. You see Bruce come at you with his reckless swing. As he comes through, you manage to dodge. Use your palm to brush his arms slowly out of the way. It is now your turn. As his hands are moving past you, what would you like to do?
I'll try to. I'll go. I dodged. I actually not parried. Yeah, I guess parried is
Sure.
his attack, right? I smacked it out.
Harry.
Okay. Then am I going with an uppercut to the chest,
Okay.
and then with a jab, left jab to the face.
No problem. Roll to hit.
Those are two unarmed strikes.
Just do the one though. It's just one attack each, because then it's just gonna.
I'm absolutely fine if he wants to roll too. It's like because he's a veteran martial artist.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If you want to take it,
that's
take it.
absolutely fine. Go for it.
Yeah. First one. It's not much. It's a 10,
A 10.
which will be the uppercut, and the second one is a 16.
16.
10. This is the 16 hits. Yep.
All right. As you move the hands out of the way, you see the opportunity to come an uppercut. But Bruce, you look down and you see it. Using your both arms, crossing them, he hits your arms. But as he does, you don't see the quick fist that comes towards a left punch towards your face and whack, hitting you across the face. You stumble back a little bit and feel the pain.
While by the way, with the jab, you see like the hint of a little smirk.
Good shot, oh boy.
As you begin to circle around, Bruce, it's your turn.
Aki casts dancing lights and has them spin around the pair of them just to create even more tension.
Oh wow.
Dramatic.
This time, Bruce will be able to take a reckless left hook. So, Hotza! And here we 23.
All right.
23 hits, definitely.
You see him coming at you, and from nowhere, this punch and swing seems slow, but the way he puts his foot down and twists it, it speeds up, and before you know it, you're trying to raise your hand, it pushes your own hand, and the impact hits your face, and you stumble to the ground, almost on one knee before you kind of skid away and get into another position, but you feel the pain through your hand onto your face.
Watch out, Mocha, I'm faster than I look.
Ooh, that looked painful.
He takes the
Oh, come on,
the
Walker,
the
you're fine.
date, like his hand on the face. He's slightly surprised, but he knows that he was taught to never underestimate any opponent. Doesn't matter how weak he looks, and Bruce definitely doesn't look weak.
All right. Points out 1-1.
Nice recovery.
Yeah. It was like, what?
1-1. All right.
And
Your turn, Moko.
okay.
Some of our viewers have bets on you guys, just to let you know. Yep. We got Martin betting in there.
Can't go for the cleric. What cleric?
Yeah.
He now goes for a
Sounds
right
so
hook and another uppercut. So the hook 13. I don't think he hits.
Did you roll with advantage?
No.
Yeah. You get
Roll
to-
again, because I use reckless attack. Your next two
Oh,
attacks.
okay.
So you get this. It's until my next turn. You have advantage to hit me.
15.
15 matches, you hit me.
Okay. Second the uppercut now.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Right
Does
in the
that count as
sternum.
Hit him in the jaw!
All right.
Sure you can.
Moko, you stand
Break his
there
legs!
as you
Break
see
his legs, Walker!
as you see Bruce with both of his hands up, waiting for you to come. You swiftly move, shifting left and right, and as you get close, you fake with a right punch. He immediately flinches with that, and a left hook, wham, straight onto your face. Your jaw kind of stumbles, and you feel a little dizzy and dazed. Before you know it, and as you look down, and all of you see this Moko, his hands from the bottom, raising it straight towards the bottom of Bruce's chin. And Bruce, you go flying almost 2 to 3 inches off the floor before you land onto the.
Oh, bloody hell. I didn't even see him coming.
And as
Ow.
you land onto the ground, he has beaten you 3-1.
Yeah, Bruce kind of sits up on it, sits up, so, oh, good shot. Ah, didn't even see that last one coming. Oh.
You did good, but those jabs need a little bit more refinery, let's say.
Oh,
We
yes.
definitely have some punching power. I mean, that was to be expected. And he gives you a hand to get up.
Oh, thank you. It's one thing I've never been accused of as being much of a finesse fighter.
All right.
Well, power is nothing without control, buddy. We'll work on that.
I will mark that as 1 win to Morcor. And this is and
He's keeping score.
keeping
Fuck.
score. So you can fight anyone and see how many wins you.
Yes!
All right. And as you all settle for the night, Bruce, you said you would watch the first watch. Just get the order of how many people are doing watches, if anyone else is. Bruce is doing the first one. You'll need another 3.
I
Oh,
also will
goodness.
join the watch later. I can also meditate in the meanwhile.
Okay, second watch. Who's doing third and fourth?
I'll take the. Actually, is the third and fourth? Is that the last one, or?
The third, and then there's a fourth one. The person who does the fourth has already got kind of the rest they needed. They're just staying up until the morning.
I'll take the fourth.
Okay, who's taking the third?
Oh, I would hate to do it. I'm so exhausted.
I don't think Dorothy's ever done a walk.
She has.
Oh,
She
sure I
has.
have.
She
At
has.
least once.
In the house, she did. I think she did, right? Did you? No,
Yeah,
you
I
didn't.
think so.
I don't.
No, she
No,
didn't. I
she
think.
didn't.
Dorothy's
let-
got her priorities.
Let's
I'll
go
take-
back to the archive and see if I haven't. I'm gonna write it down next time.
Aki can take third watch,
Oh,
and
okay.
he'll spend some time during that doodling in his tattoo
No
practice book.
problem.
as
All
well.
right. So,
Wonderful.
everyone has taken a watch. Just give me just a perception check, please.
Sure thing.
Hmm.
6. He's still kind of nursing his jaw. He's like, if you hit me any harder, I'd have a concussion.
Sorry, as a hiccup.
Yeah. Everyone else, make a perception check as well, please.
Oh, everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Nat 20.
Mm.
There it is.
Ooh.
Well, oh wait, I'm taking.
Perception.
It's fine. I'll take the 12.
18.
All right.
I'm slipping.
Well, it's only Aki that I'm gonna probably with this natural 20. The rest of you don't see anything towards now. Even Bruce, you hear some rustling and things, but you realize it's only animals that are kind of around. You do see like a goat that kind of pops out before it kind of goes off towards the river, the rushing river that you hear in the distance. But Aki,
I'm not gonna befriend that one.
Aki, you you see while you're doing it, make a dex check for your tattooing to see if you success on that. All right, count that as one success. Excellent. All right.
Nice.
Ross always rolls well.
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
really
good.
proud of him.
Aki, you also
Oh.
notice one other thing as you kind of sit there in the distance. Your eyes, even though it's pretty dark, there is the moonlight and there is the stars above as well. And it's a nice, peaceful, warm night. There's no disturbance of anything else. But you do see maybe a few days in the distance. Something catches your eyes. It's just like there's no clouds in the sky, but there is this kind of plume of smoke very, very far distance. You don't know if it's like a cloud, but it looks very, very thick and dark in the distance. But you take a note of that, and you see it from here.
Okay.
All right. And as you all wake up to the morning sunrise once again, you guys continue your journey, and you know that it talks about this river called the River Warren. Let me just put the music back on. Boop. Where's the music?
I love the poop sounds. Not that you got that from me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I will do
and
that.
you wake up and you set off on this journey. As you kind of follow the path, you see that there is somewhat of a trodden path this way, but it leads to a ravine. But you are on the kind of cliff at the top, on the cliff's edge. So there's a path that kind of looks down on this ravine of rushing water past you guys. You know that the direction, what it says, towards a bridge. And you do see one. Well, you don't see it from here, but you do think that following this path on the side of this ravine will take you towards the bridge. And as you can say whatever you want from here, if you want.
I was just sort of right. Well, I think that's the bridge on the map. Let's continue.
Okay.
You're sure you can see it? Not still stars in the eyes after last night.
I'm fine now. I roll a perception check just to make sure.
Go ahead.
9. No, he's still kind of.
This still there. The pain is still there. That punch. Yeah. You almost feel like it took out one of your, maybe almost your tusk.
Oh no.
Just to give you a heads up, you can use survival if you want as well. Instead.
All right. You follow the trodden path, and you realize the ravine itself is very, very narrow, and the path on this cliff is only big enough for one person. But as you travel along, you don't meet or see anyone, and you realize you haven't actually met or seen anyone through this journey at all. Strange.
Only one person, so the caravan, like do we walk or?
You're on the caravan. It's the width of the caravan, basically. Yeah. Have you
Oh,
ever
it's one cart wide.
gone cart wide? Yeah. So,
Okay.
have you ever seen those? When you're driving upon the mountains, and it's so like, if you look towards the edge, you'll drop. One of those kind of scenes.
I've done
Like
that.
traveling to Dracula's castle, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
And as you travel across, in the distance, coming towards, you see that this side of the path ends, and there is this large, maybe 30 or maybe 20 to 30 feet wide bridge, and about 15 to 20 feet height. And it goes kind of across by about 60 feet across this ravine itself.
Does
And
it
as
look like a sturdy construction?
Yeah, you see all the woods and blocks underneath. They look like they've been wedged very, very firmly. There are gaps in the edge that you can actually see through as well from to the other side. But as you get closer, I need the two of you on top who is riding make a perception check.
That would still be me as well.
Just make a perception check because the others are in the car, and also two at the back as well. So Dorothy and Bryn won't because they're inside, unless you guys are looking out at the moment. Dorothy, what would you be doing?
Nah, I'm reading.
Yeah, of course you are. Yes. So
I don't care. Tell me when we're done. When we're done.
Worse.
So I'm allowed to roll for this one? I just want
Yeah, Mokor and
because
Gray as well, please. Okay.
11. But I'm gonna keep that.
All right. Okay. So you all begin to see this bridge coming closer to you, but it's Aki who spots something. It looks like there is this kind of like a rock in the middle of it, and as you're riding, it catches your eye. It looks about 15 feet tall, really thick, and all of a sudden it kind of moves a little. And
Stop the cart. Stop the cart.
Whoa.
so both of you
Yeah.
kind of stop.
I also stop.
Yeah, imagine a huge man here, something like that, but huge.
Is there anything wrong?
What?
That lump, that's moving. That's not a rock.
Is it?
PlayStation.
As you
you can look.
as you all begin to look from you pointing at the direction, you kind of focus on it, and this distance, you see it shift again and move. But there is this pillar in the way. However, Aki, you see a glimpse of something, and you see a glimpse of a head. It's very, very kind of grayish, kind of rugged looking. Looks before it kind of ducks down again and looks like a lump of rock again. Like it doesn't change to it, but it just looks like it's just doing something or looking down at something.
It's not obviously trying to look
No.
like itself. Okay. That something has its attention. But I imagine we should leave carts here where they're safe.
I'm screaming out of the cart. Why did we stop?
As you say that, you see the head again come up and kind of turn, look to the side, and then you see it kind of stand up. And as it stands up, it grows even more in size. And as it does, you see it kind of turn around, and the head kind of disappears at the top, so you can't see the head anymore, but this large, enormous body walking towards the side of the cliff's edge on your side, but on the bridge itself. And you can see it.
Fuck, it's a breach troll. Fuck.
And
I'm
as
gonna jump off the cart and try to hide as fast as I fucking can.
make a stealth check, please. And as you do, sorry, let me just set the music. so that
I will say, because you are kind of like coming out the tract kind of close to him, there is nothing for you to give yourself cover straight away, so make it a disadvantage. The stealth check.
I take out my staff and caressing Rose and be like, "It's okay, it's okay," because I imagine she will start to freak out or something.
And as it gets towards the edge, you see this big grayish hand grab the side, and at first you see a head that pops, and then you see a second head next to it also pop, looking towards your direction. And you notice that this is no troll. I would like you all to make a was it be Arcana or Nature? What is it?
Okay. For giants, is history.
Oh, you've already said it.
Well, we don't know
Let's go,
that.
With advantage.
History then. Okay.
Yeah, history.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I thought I
Well,
was good at
no point for the history check. It's fine. You see in front of you is a giant, but this giant is not with only one head, but with two. And as it kind of looks at you, it's just both of them kind of look towards each other and kind of look towards the thing, and then they move out, and now you see its full size, almost about 15 to 16 feet tall, wide, almost like 8 feet wide. And you see these two, this giant with two heads. In one of his hand, he has a club, and in the right hand, he has all these kind of jewelry, gold jewelry. Looks like some, like bracelets, or things that fit into his hand. He's just kind of meld them onto his hand, like rings and stuff like that. And then on the left head, you see that he's got a necklace, but with animal bones and carcasses, but it's all just bone as well. They both kind of look very similarish, but the one on the left looks like he drools a lot more. And as they both come close to you, they stop. They don't attack you, and they both look at you, and they go,
"Yeah, what are you doing here?"
says the one on the right.
What are you? Says the one on the left.
I am a half orc.
Okay.
Hello.
Green. Yummy.
What?
Yummy.
Oh, oh no! Oh no! I taste dreadful.
Aki's trying to quite subtly get the horses to back up a little.
Me
here.
too.
And you see that he's dribbling, as he's looking at you. You see this dribble, kind of like a drop.
I will talk to him to try and distract him. So no, listen, I'm green, right? You're absolutely right. I am green,
Green.
and yes,
Yes.
and green food tastes awful.
Oh. Okay.
All food tastes good.
No, Kron. Green food not good.
No good.
Yeah.
You hear one of them say his name. I'll say make a perception check, because they're very, very guttural voices, and if you would understand what he had said. The name.
Sure thing. 10. I'm having a hard time hearing too, so this makes sense.
Anyone else?
God damn it.
19.
13.
Okay, Gray, you kind of understand this. You heard him quite clearly as you kind of hide behind in cover. You heard one of them say Kran, Khran. Yes.
Yeah, that would be the one on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other one kind of looks back at you and says,
Well, you cannot pass here. You You need to give us stuff. We need stuff and you pass.
Yeah, we want things. Yeah.
Oh, you guys might hate me. They want stuff. I'm gonna pull out my magic whip and my short sword.
Bruce
I'm
turns.
Have we successfully backed these carts up at all?
Yeah, they don't move towards you, and you've moved the cart back a little bit. You realize moving the cart back on this very, very dangerous kind of cliff's edge is very, very hard to maneuver, and you have to be very careful. Any further back you go will probably be required a check.
I'm gonna regret this.
So we
I'm
are
gonna-
we are blocked on a cliff's edge with this fucking thing in front of us.
Blocking you to cross the bridge.
Okay, Gray, do your
How
thing. I have
close
an
to
idea.
how close to the ledge is the giant?
The giant? He's taken the
Yeah.
whole width of the cart itself. He's one of his left foot is pretty close, yeah.
I'm going to.
Just in terms of mechanics, just before you do anything, his size is huge. So he's
Okay.
actually 2 sizes larger than you. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be able to tackle this mother. I'm just gonna take my short sword I'm gonna take my short sword, run up, and cut his try to cut
Alright.
his ankle, and then take my whip.
Let's roll initiative.
Oh,
You
you
bet
come
you
out
don't.
with your sword in the air. Let's roll initiative.
I had
Wow.
half a plan.
Wow.
We
I'm
didn't
just
expect
trying to
that.
save our wagon horses.
I'll tell you what I had planned afterwards. We're gonna have words.
I
Well, I
want to
was-
save
Where?
egg.
Here we
I
go.
was about to do something useful, you bastard.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, Morker is all for it. It's like, let's go! Let's...
Wow.
Wow. Alright.
I didn't expect that at all.
And after all that,
What you serves you right. Serves you right.
Do you
You're fired,
you
get
wanna
out.
roll for the creature, Mo?
Yeah,
Shall
sure.
I?
No, I can roll.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I
Did
got
I-
the stats here as well. Just
Did I at least get my my hit in with the short sword?
Nope. You roll for
Before-
initiative. It's not a surprise. He knew you were coming.
yeah.
Oh.
were we able to tell? Is this a particular kind? Were we able to tell?
God, Dusty, you.
Who got the proper? Who got the checks? That what you saw? Sorry, I missed that. Because
Yeah,
Cisco
I do.
said giant, and then I kind of skipped that. Hold up. Aki did, right?
I had the initial one anyway. But
Bruce,
then
history,
Gray
history.
had the best one after.
I
And-
got a 19 history. Aki got 18. Gray got
Uh,
19.
Okay, so the three of you would know that this is a looks like a stone giant.
Oh shit.
That's not
Ooh.
good.
Oh shit.
All right.
And
Anyone got a pickaxe?
I am not going to be useful here.
Let me
Find
see.
diamonds in them.
I'm just gonna throw him onto the screen because I don't know how to roll an initiative otherwise like that. 1 second. Where is he? Huh. Huh. So that's kind of what he looks like if you guys can see. I don't know if it's showing you on the right page. Nope,
Nothing yet.
not on the page.
yeah, we are in the map of mystery. Oh, now we change. Okay, okay.
Oh,
He chunky.
Oh.
ain't he pretty?
But he instead of the morning stars in his hand, he's just got a club.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
morning
God.
Morning stars are not great weapons, especially when you're dual wielding them, you idiot.
I will
I've already finished
stand
it now.
by what Andy said, but you know he's not smart, so it's fine.
All
I'm
right.
talking about the giant being an idiot, not you. Don't worry. I love you.
Okay. Well,
Actually, I forgot I should roll for Bryn, right?
yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's
okay,
already rolled
so-
for Bryn. You 6?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I think that's from the old one.
Oh, yeah, reroll.
No, I don't
Yeah,
see any
okay.
for Morker or for Bryn.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just see what everyone rolled. And
Actually,
then
he
I'll add
rolls
that
a 6. Anyway, but he's got a +3 dex, so 9.
in. All right. Let's see. So Dorothy rolled a 6. Where is Dorothy? Where are you, Dorothy? You're not even in the initiative.
Oh,
He is
Yeah.
looking at it right now.
why not?
When I rolled, it said there's no.
Oh, there she
token
is.
to
I
send
got it.
initiative to.
I'm just not participating. I'm in the card waiting for this to be over.
You're cheerleading. Let's go.
Gray got a 4. Jeez.
Natural 1.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Going up there to initiative, and Aki got 21. I'll take that.
Quickly.
Above that, Bruce got 16. All right.
Morkor got a 5, right?
Yeah.
Moko got a
Oh, hey, the two most dexterous people in the group.
You
Yeah.
think?
Do you?
Sort of.
Did we just discuss
Yeah.
this? Do you have any advantage on initiatives?
Yeah, he doesn't
Bruce?
apparently
No?
until
No,
level
I-
7.
that's later on. I think
Oh
it's
yeah,
later
we
on.
just discussed that, right? Sorry, I was
Yeah.
just absolute.
The monk's dex modifier is +3.
I have +3
Yeah.
as well.
That's
It is.
that does not make you two the most dexterous people in the group.
Are we not? Who's more dexterous than us?
Me, I'm +3
I'm +3. Why are you +3?
because I've got dump stats like hell everywhere else.
All right.
I am not a clever dragon.
You see, as this giant sees Gray coming in with the whip and the blade, he begins kind of stumbling, and he kind of raises his club. But Aki, it is you that sees this happening first. What would you like to
Just a quick note before you guys start. I was watching a few videos about this. Out of character, out of game, this creature is a little bit out of your league. I just want to advise. I just want to let you know because we are not whole responsible for whatever happens from here forward.
You shouldn't have told that to us.
I have to because I don't want to. I don't want you to go back to Baldur's Gate today. Yeah, let's put it like that.
TPK.
Do we have any reference as to how close?
I
we
don't
all are
want to
to
die
it?
again.
I will say as you moved it back, he is 15 feet away from you. At the
And
moment.
I am currently sitting atop the cart.
You are.
Who is between me and the giant at this point besides Gray?
Gray is right next to, running past you. He's not next to the thing. He's running past you with the knife in his hand. Bruce is on your left. Dorothy is behind you in the cart. So is Bryn.
Yeah.
And you see Morcor at the back with Rose. That's your.
Right. That being the case, I will jump down off of the cart. I will immediately cast Aki's Luck on myself, Gray, and Bruce,
All right.
seeing how poorly this is about to go.
Oh.
The less, right?
Effectively, there we are.
Also, a little disclaimer. Am I the only one that doesn't see the other people in the turn order? I only see the
I only see
giant.
the beast eater. Yeah.
Yeah.
too.
Whatever. I was just asking.
We'll just run narrated it, so don't worry too much.
Yeah, it's
We'll just
fine, sure.
yes,
Yeah.
because the turn orders on there are different maps. Some of it as
Okay.
well.
Yeah. That's
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
But don't worry.
Right.
Just-
I'm going to back up my. Well, I'm in a narrow space. So how far can I back up before there's something the cart's obscuring my direct view of the giant?
You said he was 15 feet from the giant, right?
Yeah.
You want to hide behind
So-
the car? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I want to know if I were to jump off the cart and kind of go for the wall, how much further back can I make it but on foot effectively off the end
Yep.
that we came?
Yeah. You can.
Right. So if I can make it to that corner, then I will with my bonus action I will. This is going to go quickly, and I'm going to do it anyway. I'm
And
going
you
to
wanna-
burn.
so
I'm
you-
going to burn some sorcery points to cast Firebolt
Just one
as a
quick
bonus
second.
action.
You move back out of his. You are 15 feet from him, and you
Yep.
move back a little. Okay.
How far would that be?
Okay.
So if you,
As you move-
wait, before you tell him that,
Yeah, that's
I
what
just
I
want
wanna
to,
make
I just
sure.
want to make sure, let you know that when you move back all the way, you will be, so jump down 5 feet and then 25 feet back. So you will be
Yeah.
25 feet plus 15 feet, which is 40. Is that right? You'll be 40 feet
40,
away.
yeah.
You're 40 feet away from him. However, Cisco, go ahead.
Yeah, as you move back, you realize that the giant's arms are huge, and just with his club, he manages to try to hit you, or he attempts to. You see his great club going your way.
Right.
What?
Wow, for a
Oh,
25 to hit.
yeah.
Roll the damage, Cisco, rather than average.
Roll the damage. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
To the DM, I'll do it to the DM layer.
Jesus.
All right,
Okay.
so that will be as he hits you with the club, he will inflict 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm so sorry.
I will also say, as he hits you and you stumble off the thing, the cart in front of you, the cart that you were on, is broken. One of the wheels just drops off and falls down into the ravine.
He looks at the horses and the donkeys.
Are they still hitched?
left hand
Or are they,
head.
are they loose?
He's still hitched on.
Oh.
Stallion is still hitched on. Yep. But he
But go ahead,
he reels back. He reels back in danger. He's panicking at the moment.
Yeah. I bet. Yeah, so I will to cast Firebolt as a bonus action. I require the same number of. Is it 2 points?
Is it a cantrip?
Quicken
You do a
spell.
cantrip?
It is. It is. So
1
two
point.
sorcery.
1 point for cantrip, I think.
Yeah, one, I think. Yeah.
It's two sorcery points for a quickened as opposed to twin, though.
I still think it's 1 for a cantrip for a quickened. Cisco, can you double check that? But
Yeah,
keep going
actually,
anyway,
I
and then you can mark it off
yeah.
because you're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get in your character sheet. Okay.
Sure. Then I cast Firebolt at it.
All right, roll to hit.
Roll to hit. And I am now under the effects of my own bless.
Yep.
But actually, 23 to hit again.
That hits.
Oh, 4 fire damage.
All right.
Do you want to do
yeah,
the hit points?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm just
Okay.
double check. They can't see that. That's fine. Just double checking. Sorry, I'm just double checking if that's the hit points for the creature itself. I think I got it right. Hold up. Yep. Okay. Minus
So this
4 from
thing's
that.
got a reach of. This thing has a reach of 15 feet.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Then
The bolt of fire
That's what I imagined.
hits the creature. He kind of. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're
this-
right. Actually,
I
it's too.
try to squeeze around the corner as best as I can, or just get out of immediate line of sight.
All right. As you duck around the corner, it is now the giant's turn. Cisco, you go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Just to clarify, it's 2 sorcery points. I was confused too. That's the twin one, is the one that is 1 for a country, but on the quicken it's always 2 independently. Yeah, so it's cool. All right, and the creature will look at all of you. Aki's out of reach now. He will look at you like a Grey, who just got the whip and your weapons out, and he will try to do 1 attack on you. You will see him with his club.
Do I have uncanny dodge? Hold on a second. Do I have?
And he 16 to 17 to hit.
Oh, a second. I want to see if I have uncanny dodge real quick. I don't remember if I do. I don't. You said 16 to hit?
17.
That hits.
That
All right,
one
I
level in
see.
fighter starting to hurt now.
Yeah,
Okay,
uncanny
that's-
dodge is 3rd level rogue.
As he hits you, he will inflict a little bit of damage. That is not rolling. Okay, that will be. Okay, so that will be 9. Fucking hell. Okay. 20 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
No, it's
Just
17.
a little bit of damage.
It's 17. Why did you roll twice, Cisco?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, 17. All right.
17 points
yeah.
of damage.
I know,
17
yeah.
points of damage. Okay.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, I was thinking that was from before. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
Better.
That's honestly that wasn't. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
All right. Anything else?
And he looks menacing. All of you. And you see he stand as he does that. He looks wider all of a sudden. And he looks at the other head. And yeah, that will be it.
Okay.
I think we should offer the mule.
That's up to you. How do you approach it?
Now you want to offer the fucking mule?
Well,
Now a warning.
It's Bruce's turn. I can guarantee you he's not sacrificing Rose.
I am.
Well, later. Bruce sees what's happened. The carriage is damaged. Aki's hurt. Gray is hurt. He goes in. I'd like to rage, and so one down, and I leap off the carriage. As I charge, I shout back at Aki, "Giant potion now!" And then as I charge anyway, and I'm gonna swing at him.
Alright, swing away.
Where is it? Here we go. 23.
That hits. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to put rage on, so that's an extra 2 as well. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
So 11 points of damage. Alright.
I'm roaring back at him and I was like, "Come on, bring it!"
As you roll back, you all see this kind of spiritual image of a bear that appears for a moment when he screams at the giant itself. Alright?
Yeah, I really want to get his attention. So, and my free ice was shouting at Aki for that giant's potion, and that's turn. I used my bonus action to glare at Stripe.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry.
Bryn,
I'm so sorry.
you're next.
Sorry.
Yeah, as you roar, just for flavor, as you roar to it, he rolls back, and it's like a cartoon character. You see all the wind kind of blowing. You're like, oh, as he roars as well, and then Bryn will look at it, and with his weapon on hand, actually. No,
He's in the
I was
cart at the
told not
moment.
to do that. Yeah, he will come out the cart with his using a little bit of movement, and unusually for Bryn, because normally you will realize that he always get really close to his targets, but today he's not in the mood. So from there, keeping his character safe, he will actually throw a guiding bolt towards it. So you will see that he starts making some hand movements in the air and utters a few words in Celestial, and then this flash of light emanates from his hand towards the creature, kind of on his way. Let me roll that. Oh no, that's not gonna hit. A 12 to hit? Nope. He will drop. Actually, did you bless? No, you didn't bless him. Alright, so yeah, that will be him.
I did not.
And he will say, "Guys, God, what's happening? Damn it!" And then he will stay there
Alright.
next to Dorothy, while inside. He will say to Dorothy, "Come out, there is problems."
Alright.
Oh,
Bryn is
I
outside.
noticed.
Dorothy, you're up. You're the only one in the cart, which is has been shook from the impact of this stone giant that had hit it. What would you like to do?
Why are we actually fighting this thing? I hate it.
It's up to you. I tell you what, it's up to you how you want to approach this. But
Yeah. I'm not counting this out fully, like that we can use this or solve this non-violently, maybe. So I will. Well, how do I? Okay, I gotta order this the right way. I guess. First point of order. I step out and I shout, "What in the God's name is going on in here? Why are we fighting this large thing? Why are we so uncivilized? Everyone stop!" And I want to shout to everyone to stop and see if they react. Especially, obviously, the giant.
which okay, the question I'm going to ask you now is, as you say this, which head are you looking at? The left or the right?
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second, you said?
No, can I shout which head I got the name of? Or did I? I didn't say that, did I? I never
You
said
did.
the name of the.
No, you didn't say the name.
No,
Fuck yeah.
Klarna or something.
Left or right?
I say the drooling one.
The
I
left?
think it was the left one. Yeah.
Okay, make a
Okay.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Ah, okay.
Because you are in combat with him.
Yeah, makes sense. Persuasion. What's it say? 7. Well,
Yeah, there was a 20.
As you say
Yeah.
that, your voice is drowned out by the roar of the giant itself. And you realize nothing. It seems like it didn't hear you, or they're in total rage at the moment.
well, fuck. Bruce, you go handle this in some way, please. I am at a loss. And I give bardic inspiration to him.
All right, Bruce, you get a d6.
Yeah.
For your
Nice.
Anything else?
Note of that.
You have you still have an action. I would say that was a free action to try
Oh,
to defuse the situation.
okay. I will. This is really stupid, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I will start from the safety of my cart to cast enthralling performance and start singing to it and say, "Down by the Saley Gardens."
I will warn you that takes a minute to cast.
I know, so I'll be busy for the next like 10 rounds, guys.
Okay. Oh my
Don't
god.
worry, he's busy punching my face out.
Yeah, I imagine everybody shouting like the rage going on, and she's like in the car.
My love and I
Really quiet scene at the end of a huge battle, and everybody's dead, and there's that creepy song over the top.
They're singing and kind of like.
I'm singing your funeral songs
kind of like
preemptively.
to
Yeah.
bless the corpses. And this song is going on.
All right. Actually, you stand upon Morcor.
Bruce
At
is
the
really
back.
sharp.
What would you like to do?
Okay. So I'm still on my cart. How far away I'm from the giant?
I will say 40.
Can I reach him?
What's your
actions?
movement? 30, 35?
35. Yeah.
Yeah, I think with your 35 movement speed, you will be able to reach him. Oh, wait. Because I told you.
I rolled Constitution to make sure that Bless was still up, because I
Alright.
forgot to do that. It is.
Yeah, okay.
Still up.
Oh, great.
Alright. I'm just trying to see how far you're gonna. Alright, when you get too close, you're gonna be 10 feet away from him.
What do you mean?
So if you run from the cart that you're on to it, you'll
Huh?
still be 10 feet away with your 35 movement. However, you can use your bonus action. Do you have Step of the Wind? I think you can.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. In that case, though, I wouldn't be using Flurry of Blows.
That is correct. Is it a bonus action to do Step of the Wind, Cisco? I think it's right. Right?
It is.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's between my bonus action stuff. Okay, fuck. Okay. So yeah, I will use. If I can use the bonus action before the normal action,
Mm-hmm.
I will
That
use
doesn't matter.
1 key point for Step of the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
Get into range.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do that, before I just jump from the cart, I will shout back at Dorothy that is was trying to be diplomatic. I'll go, "There's no time for small talk now!" And I just jump off and go for a run. Go for a run it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will take my staff and just try to strike at his like ankle, I guess.
All right. Roll to hit.
Okay. Go for it.
Why are we fighting this thing?
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Why did
24.
I do this?
That hits.
Oh, wow, yeah. Definitely hits.
Roll damage.
Eight. Yeah.
13 points of
Your
damage.
one-handed damage.
All right.
Why did I do this?
No. Total 2 and. Okay, no, it's 5.
That's one-handed
No,
and two-handed option.
It's one end. It's 8. For some reason, you rolled both. I don't know why.
I'll teach you
It's
after
8.
the game how to change it. I found out the other day myself. So.
Swung at one-handed, you'd inflict them more damage.
All right. So one-handed, 8 points of damage. Woof! You swing out with the staff. You hit it against the thing. You see it kind of knees buckle a little bit. It goes onto one knee before it kind of stands up again. And anything else? Cool.
That's my turn.
All right, Gray, you're up.
I will shout to it. I'm sorry, I just wanted to offer to cut your free meal for you. And I'm gonna point at the mule. Egg. Or rose.
Flower.
You're gonna have worse than the
I'm sorry.
in a minute.
I will.
Far worse.
Which
Why are
head?
you trying to recover in this situation like this?
Which head are you
Just-
talking to? The left one or the right one?
The right one.
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Actually, maybe if he offers the donkey, will it still be a disadvantage?
I'll say straight roll. I think that makes more sense. Oh no,
Yeah, I
no,
think
with
that-
no, with
13.
disadvantage. No, with disadvantage.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
13.
13.
13?
Yep.
13.
Let me double
Grace
check. Let
this
me
close
just
to death.
let me double
This
check.
close to-
We're this close to death anyway, Andy. We're this
Be
close.
stupid. Be this stupid.
Sorry, Cisco. Let me just check in something.
Please, oh god.
He's so regretful. He went for it so hard in the beginning.
When Cisco gave us the warning we could die, I don't want to die again in the same campaign.
I'll get.
Go fucking charge the giant then!
All right. I
I've
will,
never fought a giant before.
Let Mo speak. Let Mo speak.
okay. I will tell you this. This is what happens. As you say that and think, you see the left head perk up, but then you see the right head look at you and just scream at you. I'll give you that, but your effort failed.
I'm going to, for my.
Wait, you're under bless.
Oh wait.
Yeah, that works for attacks.
Attacks
no.
and saves,
Yeah.
not checks.
Yeah, sorry.
If you had guidance, he would have worked.
Yeah.
For my okay, so I gotta think how I want to do this. I can hit and then run, but I can't. If I disengage, I can't use 2 bonus actions. There's only one bonus action. Right?
Yeah, only one. So you could hit, bonus action, disengage, and run. So.
Okay. Magic whip. Don't fail me now.
Oh no.
Oh.
Natural
Yes!
Nice.
Yes!
Not good,
Yes! Let's go!
Eat
Um,
shit.
Fortunately, actually no, Morkor is right there, right? Did Morkor move back? No, he's still there, right? Next to you.
I'm there.
Next to the
He's 10
giant.
he's
yeah?
10 feet
So
away.
you'll- Oh, 10 feet. Oh, okay.
Wait, are you 10 feet or
Didn't-
5 feet?
Didn't he dash?
No, but
with
things there. What's his name? Bruce is
Bruce.
there. Yeah.
Bruce is
perfect.
beside me.
Yeah,
Alright,
Bruce is
so
right
then
next
you
to him.
get your sneak attack and all.
So 14 total damage
Plus 8. So
plus 8,
In there I see 8 plus 6
so
equal
22.
14. I
Wait,
know, it's
no,
so
yeah.
confusing, this fucking thing. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I'm terrible at
Did
math.
you
Eight pla-
put the
eight-
sneak attack already or not? In there?
slashing critical damage, which is 1d4.
Yeah, I don't
Plus the
see.
4.
And then
Okay, yeah, so that's the 8 is already there. That's the sneak attack double, I guess. So yeah, I think I think it's 14 everything together. But
Let me double check. Hold up. Let me critical damage. It rolled
I
a.
think it's more than-
No, it rolled a
think-
d6 on a 4. Yeah, so it's not double ruled. It's basically roll the dice instead. So it would be. I'm gonna ask you this: do you want to just double the dice, or do you? I want you to pick one way: double the dice or roll the dice. So if you get more, so what would you want to do?
I'm gonna choose double.
Okay, so from this point, only double dice moving from for you. So in that case, 8 plus 8, 16, and then 6 plus 6, 12. So that is 30? 30 points of damage. All right.
On one hit.
Oh,
And you see the giant is so angry as you hit him.
Oh,
at
sorry.
the
Let
heart.
me minus 4 from that. Double the thing as well. So 26, still good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay, instead of disengage.
Feeling brave, are we?
I mean, what did he hit me with last time? Stop. What did he hit me with a club, right? He
Yeah.
bonked me,
Yeah.
and that was the 17.
Yeah, he's got a
Big
club
hit.
that is the size of you, pretty much.
He hit for big hit points.
So, you know what? Bonus action disengage. Fuck this, I'm out.
Can you?
I caused
Yep.
this problem. Now I'm leaving it.
Cunning action. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns to dash, disengage, or hide.
All right. Yeah.
Very good.
How far back do you go?
So I'm gonna fucking run. I'm gonna run as far as 30 feet could take me away from this thing.
All right, you're 40 feet away from it now. So you're right next to where Aki is.
Hi, Aki. How are you? Did you see me whale that thing?
You want me to wind him up a little more?
What?
Yeah.
He had no reaction.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's too late now.
Fucker.
What's
That's
that?
right. He did use it. Oh god.
All right, as Gray, you come and say that to Aki. Aki, it's your turn.
From my increasingly comfortable, that really stung when I was getting out of range last time, and I was going to genuinely think about doing some sort of suicide run to get Bruce this enlarged potion. Super not worth it, my friend. So it's going to be Whisper Ball, second level with he's made of stone.
1 second while I just pucker.
Right next
So,
to Aki is.
but it's like Whisper Ball is like chromatic globe or whatever. It's
Yeah.
that one. Oh, okay.
And getting to choose what it is, it would be thunder damage.
All right,
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay.
And I'm also under the effect of my own blessed, so let's see how this works. Woo! 12 to hit plus the D4.
Plus?
I'm good.
Yeah.
How hard
Plus-
can this thing be to hit?
plus-
How hard can it be to
Plus,
Come on,
I
plus,
think he
plus.
is like a 13, 14,
Oh, no.
plus
Three,
3,
That's
15.
15 to hit.
You see him kind of as you cast that. There's the orb goes flying towards it, and then there's this kind of thunderous explosion right next to his. He's holding his head, but as he does and looks up, you see that he had covered his ears just in the nick of time, and nothing has affected this stone creature. However, what you realize by causing this, make a fate roll, please.
Aki, I believe.
We believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, let's be honest. Low.
All right. You see,
Nice.
as you see this, you look up and you see some of the stone next to you on the cliff. So only little stones start to kind of slide past you and past the cart. And if you realize that if you do this again, there may be a chance that more rocks may fall from the cliff side.
Nice. Okay. Free action is good. Thunder. Shake it. Anything that hurts stone. Vibrations.
I have a giant hammer.
Yeah.
I am punch.
And did we say it was an action or a bonus action to neck a potion?
Bonus action.
Bonus.
Bonus action. Then I'll use my bonus action to neck a potion of healing, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
2d4
Roll,
plus 2.
2.
That's spamming gifts.
It's what we do best.
7 points
Seven.
of healing. All right.
I'll
That's pretty
take
good.
it. Thank
All
you.
right. All right.
That's me.
As
Right.
they both cover their ears, one side of their ears, you see the right one now kind of looking, and he looks down towards, I'm gonna do something here, which is unconventional.
If it helps at all,
Yeah.
Bruce is still roaring at us like, "Come on!" He's like that.
You see him look back towards Aki, where this kind of sound came from. He walks over you, Bruce, takes a step over you, and as he does and gets to the horse, I need Dorothy. Who else is next to it?
Do I not
Brin.
get an opportunity to hit it when he moves past?
Yeah,
me?
yes he does. Yes you do. Of course
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes
right?
you
Hit him
do.
in the balls. Hit him in the balls.
I will say 10 feet away. No, you move to it, right? Yeah. Both of you.
Yeah.
Okay. 23.
Oh, nice.
18.
Yeah.
They both hit. Alright, 14 points of damage. I'll mark that down.
I'm really
I
annoyed. This thing
roll
keeps ignoring me.
another 8.
Hmm.
One-handed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Before when you roll, before you tell me what damage it is, tell me if you're doing it two-handed or one-handed, just to be fair.
Oh yeah,
so that
sorry.
we
Yeah,
know.
you're
But
right. Sorry.
That's okay. So we've got 14 points of damage, and then you got 8 points of damage. No, 8 points of yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
8 points, yeah.
You see it kind of the whip that Gray had slashed on it. You see it kind of open a wound towards his stomach, and he's holding that as he kind of walks past you. You both attack it, one with a quarterstaff, trying to buckle it once again, and it looks pretty wounded. And then a hammer attack from your maul causes it to kind of buckle and hit the wall on the side. But as it does, he uses the momentum, and with his shoulder, he pushes the cart off the cliff. And I need both Bryn and Dorothy to give me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh.
That's a quick
Stallion.
thing. Let me just.
Fuck, I
get
thought
something.
I thought the cart was the furthest away from him, no?
The second one is, yeah. Not you.
Oh, dude.
I was
Shit.
sitting on it when he managed to smack me one, effectively.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought we backed away. Well, I guess we didn't.
You were on the
Okay.
cart singing, right?
Dexterity.
Actually, Wula target he's got a reaction that is called interception that he can use the reaction to actually, I guess. No,
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
to give disadvantage to
Oops.
the.
Yeah, but it will have to be. It's to do with the damage, so forget about it. So dexterity saving throw, yeah.
That's a 5.
by mistake gave
Okay.
myself disadvantage, but it's either 5 or 7, so it's both.
Equal feather
In slow
falls.
motion, you see this giant just with his left shoulder and arm swing the cart, and you just see Stallion and the horse and Dorothy flying in the air, going over the cliff. You see Bryn manage to kind of duck down, and as he does, he kind of begins sliding off, holding he's hanging off the edge with one arm, and he sees Dorothy going past. I will ask Bryn to give me an athlete. Well, I would say, yeah, give me a athletics.
Okay. I think I'm not sure how many inspirations Brin has, but I will say if he has any, he will use one now.
Okay, you roll with advantage.
All right. So athletics check at advantage. All right. He's good at this. Okay. Let's see. Come on, Bryn. You can do it, man. Okay. Please. Oh, yes. Wow. That's fucking good.
All right.
So that's 18 plus 6. Yeah. That's
Dorothy,
amazing.
you find yourself flying off before you feel the hands of Bryn grasp onto your heart. It hurts as you slam against the cliff's edge, and you see the cart and the horse into the rushing river, crushed and destroyed, and the horse not moving and just flowing past. As the giant there now, you guys lost a cart and a horse, and the giant kind of looks around, wounded, and looks very, very edge on its life. All right. After the sword
With
giant's
her
dead,
little snow.
that's pretty much what happened. Bruce,
Yeah.
your turn.
Do you have to
Bruce?
Do you have to roll Constitution to see if you're still doing that?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
I didn't take any damage. It's fine.
Yeah.
If it's ritual, does that work like that?
Yeah, well, I will say make a constitution
Yeah, okay.
check just to make sure.
DC 10 because you didn't
Yeah.
take any damage.
Okay, Constitution
Yeah,
check.
She keeps singing even while falling.
Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, she's still singing, believe it or
I'm a
not.
professional.
I know, right?
Take off easy as the leaves grow on the trees.
Bruce, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Bruce, upon seeing the destruction being wrought and dearest Dorothy being cast off the cliff and not realizing she's safe, like he thinks, oh no, he gives the greatest guttural orcish roar he can manage, and he's kind of screaming, "Look at me!" and charges with a swing recklessly.
The heads look towards you.
I'm just the bear over my head is also giving it big licks as well, and I
Alright.
hit him for 15
Amazing.
damage.
All right.
Oh, wow.
As you do, you strike it, and you. Where do you hit it? Just tell me exactly, and I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Where I'm gonna say I'm hitting him in the legs because I want him to kind of reach down so I can get to something softer.
All
So I
right.
crack him in the knee.
You see, as you hit him on the knee, it buckles more. Both of hands go down, and it looks like he's almost prostrating, and he looks very, very weak. The blood is also from the whip is dripping as the stomach. He's trying to hold the stomach together, and
You see some kind of a gray-looking blood, actually, like a
yeah,
bluish gray.
With my free action, I'm gonna say to the giant, sir, "This is not gonna be quick for you."
all right. All right.
That's me
Anything? That's you done. After your turn, Bryn, you're on the cliff's edge, holding on. Dorothy in your other arm.
Okay, I will. You will see, like, it's not the first time you see Brin doing this, but he will focus all his divine energy and power and think of his god once more. And slowly you will see that his eyes start glimmering with this gold shine and this amazing looking angel wings spread out his back as he starts flying up with Dorothy, and he holds you like in a more like secure way, and he just flies up 30 feet up into the air.
Both the giants look at you as you go up, and looking like with their mouth kind of open, seeing this.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, and that will be Brin's turn. I think
Alright.
he will say to Dorothy, just keep singing. Let's do it. Maybe you can save us.
But I, being young and foolish, with her would not agree.
Is that all you're
By
doing
the way,
with your
did
turn?
I take points of damage? Maybe I missed it.
No, you didn't.
Probably.
No, not that
No?
much.
Damn.
No.
Unless you want to
it
take
was-
damage, I'll give you damage.
Yeah, if you want.
I
we can-
thought, yeah, I mean,
Yeah?
didn't,
Okay.
didn't my
You
face
slammed
like,
against the rocks. Of
Yeah.
the place.
Okay, I'll
I
give
had
you
to make a Constitution save, so I would assume.
Okay, yeah, take some damage. Take this damage.
Yeah.
Where is
Yeah,
it?
that's some damage.
Why?
You take 2
Why
points of
do you do
damage.
this?
Yeah.
Why do this to yourself?
How much?
2.
Because it's realistic.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if you want it more
I'm a
realistic,
dragon.
you can take 8 with this strength modifier.
Okay.
No, just take 2. It's fine.
No,
Cross
okay,
the
just
dragon.
just
I'm
Okay.
green. One guy has wings.
It's a different thing.
Dorothy, anything else you want to do on your turn?
Oh, it's my turn. Well, what's the second verse? In a field by the river. I continue.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull through.
All right, no
All
problem.
right,
Dorothy, continue singing. Morkor, up to you. What do you like to do?
Okay, how close is the giant to the cliff?
Well, his head is almost like at the edge, so he takes the whole path, but almost. So right now, both of his head is almost as if he's looking over the cliff itself, and his body. Mhm.
Is he giving me his back?
He's giving you his side, like he's kind of you're looking at him. He is horizontal to you at the moment.
Would that give me
But,
advantage because he's
As
flat or
you
something?
look at him properly, and he's made out of stone, you realize that even if he had his back at you, this is gonna be a struggle for you. If you are thinking of pushing him out, it's gonna be almost impossible.
I
Just
think
to
I know
let
what
you
his
know.
plan is, though. It's not necessarily him rolling strength.
No, I think he's
No,
trying to
be-
attack and push him off. But I think it's only for medium
you
to
cannot
large
l-
creature, right?
Yeah, you cannot do that to a creature two size larger than you. Only one.
I can check it.
Check
Like,
it. I think it's
if
true.
I'm guessing right, you're.
I
gonna
think
use,
I remember that it didn't say anything about sizes.
Yeah, I think if I'm predicting him right, he's going to try his open hand technique if he can hit it with flurry of blows.
I will say this, but it's taking the whole space, so you won't be able to go behind it. You can either push it back towards the rest of the party.
So sorry, Mo. You have to repeat because I didn't have my headphones on.
No problem.
Please.
I said if there's no space to go behind it to be able to push it off the cliff. He's taking the whole width of it, so the only thing you can push it is towards the rest of the party. So towards Bruce, towards Gray and Aki in the back.
Well, but no. But if he's like near the cliff,
Yeah, no, we don't use the rules of because he's got two heads. So even if he was
okay. But for the advantage, I also have inspiration. So if I really want to, I can use that.
you can use it if you want. It's up to you, but you don't have advantage. He's in the middle of a fight. He's aware of all of you roughly. He's not he's stupid, but not that stupid. So he's keeping an eye.
Well,
two heads.
What are you trying to
each
gain
direction.
advantage on? For how?
Because he's turned away.
Oh, we don't play that
because
rule.
Yeah, we don't. use that.
Okay. I can still get the advantage with the inspiration that I still have left.
definitely. Go
let
ahead.
me read the thingy.
You want to go first, Gray, maybe, and then we go back to you, Morcor?
Yeah.
Is this okay with you?
It takes only a second.
Okay. So maybe Gray, you wanna go first?
I get it. It doesn't say anything. It just says that whenever I strike somebody with any of my flurry of blows attacks, I can impose one of the one of three
Effects, yeah.
effects. Yeah. The one I'm gonna try to use, I could either. Okay, I'll just tell you my plan. Of course, my plan is to try and get him down the cliff.
Okay.
I can either
Sort of
use the first one, which is to a dexterity saving throw to and he either succeeds it or he falls prone, or I can make or he does have to make a strength check. If he fails, I can push him 4.5 meters away.
So 10 feet
I'll
away.
tell you, out of character, you will know that this creature is too big for you to push him away, but you could potentially make him prone. That's okay.
Okay.
But in terms of pushing him, he's too heavy to push him. Even though I know it's a special ability, but it's just, if you were trying to push a dragon, it wouldn't work either.
Okay. Okay, then I will go with one attack of staff, reaching for him, especially like riled up because he's way too close to Rose. So I know you don't, and I just run at him with my staff.
Go ahead.
So I get a quarterstaff attack and an arm strike, and then I can bonus action key point for flurry of blows.
Yep.
You want a one or two-handed on the attack?
The one-handed.
Okay.
All right.
23.
That hits.
Yeah, nice.
And he takes 7.
All right.
Oh wow. Yeah, good.
And then for the unarmed strike, I make an 18.
That hits.
Oh wow. Yeah. He keeps,
Takes
like,
5.
shouting.
All right.
and then Flurry of Blows. So 1 key point that I will spend. Okay. Flurry of Blows. Damn.
Yeah, so just one more unarmed. Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's not nice. Flurry of Blows is 2 attacks, right?
Not
It's
if you
just one.
use already one, because it's 2 attacks if you don't use your first bonus action unarmed strike. You know, so
It's fine. You used you attacked and then you did flurry of blows. So the
Yeah,
first
so
2
that's
hit,
fine.
and then the third one.
It's actually Flurry of Blows. It says it is. I can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes.
As a bonus
Yeah.
action. Yeah.
also, but you
Okay.
already use a bonus action one, so only one left. Yeah, so it's done.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 3 strikes.
know,
Wow.
Yeah,
Three
you have
attacks
3
at the
in
moment.
total.
All right. So after you hit him twice, the
Can
third
I,
one.
Can I,
Mhm.
can I try to use the advantage on this one? Or should I should have said it earlier. I thought I had 2 attacks, so it's my bad.
Yeah, it's too. I will say.
You tell me.
you-
You tell me.
Yeah, I will say it's too late because we
Okay.
already told you it doesn't hit.
Yeah,
so-
sure. Okay, no more.
But in
Oh.
Modi first, it's
Nope,
fine.
that's fine. As you hit the third one, you hit a thick part of its thing. It almost feels like stone, hitting stone as well. And as you do, you feel like you didn't penetrate with the last attack. All right. Do you want to stay there where you are? Move away?
No, we'll stay there.
All right. After your turn, Gray, you're up. Cart now not there. It's just you and Aki in behind no cover. What would you like to do?
Oh shit, Aki. Here I go. I'm gonna run back to the stone giant. How is he looking? Pretty hurt, kind of hurt,
He
very
looks
hurt.
very, very. They both of them are breathing very, very heavily.
I'm gonna run in there with. I'm gonna run in there with my whip and my short sword again,
Go ahead.
and I'm going to. Can I get beside either Morker or Bruce?
They're on.
right.
No, they're on the opposite side of you, so you can't get past this creature. He's blocking you, so
okay.
he's gone past you. So it's you two on one
Okay.
side and the other 2 on the other side.
Kind of a dumb question then. If I'm still by Aki, and I pull out my, if I used my longbow, would that be sneak attack or no? I was just curious.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Aki and be like, you know, I like it back here, and I'm just gonna shoot a shot with my longbow into the
Oh, nice.
All right.
stone giant. Please give me another. Give me a. Oh, come on, give me another nat 20, please.
Oh!
20.
Oh, wow.
But not
Fucking amazing.
Wait,
Is that?
Another
That is
It
nice.
is a nat 20.
It is.
Fucking amazing.
Oh my god.
Tiamat is helping you.
Yeah.
No,
Tiamat!
that's. How is that a nat 20? I'm
Oh, so
confused.
that's the power of darkness.
Yeah,
I
not-
see.
If it's green, it's not.
Yes,
Yeah.
come to the dark
It
side.
didn't, it
Yeah.
didn't add any proficiency though, funnily enough.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
adding proficient, but it's green. Oh,
Let
that's
me
weird.
just check the log on the game.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
nice.
Oh, it's saying 15 plus 5.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not actually.
Yeah, it's
not
15 plus
natural,
5.
Yeah, it's a bit
Oh,
weird.
that's what I was confused about. Y'all were saying nat 20, but I was like,
Yeah.
it's 15 plus 5. Oh well.
Oh,
I'm just
no.
gonna.
Still hits.
I'm gonna roll the damage.
Yeah, I think roll
You
20 just
stinky
wants you
bucket.
to succeed. Yeah.
9 plus 6.
So
Oh wait, why
Nice.
is it rolling it twice?
Yeah, no, because he's thinking that the roll 20 is thinking it's a crit. We don't know why.
So 11
just take
damage.
The first one, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, the first one is 9 plus 2, so it's 11. Yeah.
11 damage. All right. As your arrow you pull through and you let go, the arrow goes true towards the right head, and as it sees it coming, it sinks into its eye, and the right head goes slump. It the left it doesn't look like it's moving. Its jaw is now hanging. Only the left head is awake.
Am I able to bonus action and shoot again? Or no, wait. I can't.
You
Can I do
can't
that?
attack
No.
again.
That's just a
Yeah,
thing
not
that
with
I
a-
can do.
Not with a bow.
Yeah, no, with a bow. I think it's with melee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then in that case, I'm gonna use my bonus action to second win.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, nice.
All right, we're almost finished. Sorry, guys. I know it's gone a bit over time and stuff. It's just
Don't worry.
it looks like it's almost dead. So
6.
after
no.
after you stand there and you try to recover yourself, taking deep breaths, Aki, it is your turn.
Just so I understand, what distance are we from this beastie right now?
So he moved 15
Actually-
feet towards you. So he is now 25 feet close.
Sorry,
But
you
away
roll a
from it.
d10. You roll a d10, Gray.
Yeah, what's that? It says once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to
Oh yeah,
gain
of course.
1d10.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I got confused. Second wing with action search.
Oh, plus
my
1,
apologies.
so
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
actually 7 because I get plus 1 for my level.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Sorry, I
21.
Go
cut you off. My
Okay.
apologies.
I'm 25 feet from it now.
Yes, that's
but
correct.
it's blocking my getting across to the other side.
That is true.
Okay.
They look very wounded.
Mechanical question then.
Mhm.
Moving away provokes opportunity attacks. Moving directly towards into reach doesn't.
No.
No, unless it's got a feat or something like that. But normally no.
Okay. Then let's try something really stupid.
Okay.
I'm sorry to everybody in advance for this. So I'm going to cast chromatic orb with thunder damage at level 1.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's almost
Amazing.
dead.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Roll to hit.
It means bad news for us.
That
20
hits.
feet to hit.
Oh, nice.
The
Super
damage?
whisper ball.
Oh Jesus! Thunder is the bottom one, so 13.
Yeah, 13. Okay. Amazing.
And now, and using my movement, I want to run straight at him, or run along, I suppose, along the edge, most directly towards the other end of the bridge, towards Bruce and Morku.
Okay.
And when I get as close as I can,
Mhm.
when I get 5 feet from him, I want to use my. I want to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
Nice.
and go 30 feet straight in that direction, not provoking an opportunity attack because I'm
mhm,
not
that's true.
moving.
Teleporting, yeah. no
Yeah,
worries.
that's great. However,
Keys.
before you do that, make a fate roll.
Oh no. Oh no. You're
nice.
evil, Mo.
Hi everybody.
I mean, he did it. Well, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really, I know I'm late on this, Cisco, but could I have used the rest of my movement just to quickly step onto the side of the wall, just so I'm like,
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Sure, yeah, that won't make a difference.
I don't know if it
Cool.
will make a difference, yeah, but I'm a spider.
I'm a thunder.
Right, fate roll. I'm calling it high.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Jesus.
So that'll
Right.
tell you exactly what happens. As
Stop.
you run and you hear this again, another thunderous boom, you begin running towards this creature, and as you do, you misty step, and you manage to get to where the almost to where the bridge is, and you turn around and you think you did good, but then you realize you hear rumbling of rocks from the rocks on the side begin tumbling down. You are safe. Everyone else make dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
Apart from
Good
Bryn
thing I
and
Roger, knock it off.
I
Sorry.
have advantage.
Dorothy
for this
doesn't
one.
need
Sorry,
to.
I'm
yeah.
throwing that up
I'm
there so that
there
it
with
registers.
Spider-Man,
Yeah, we are flying, Dorothy.
18.
I got
Captain America. Who can fly?
I'm
Superman.
going to spend a bardic inspiration just to be on the safe side, though, because I don't.
Saving throws. Gray and Bruce both have D4 for.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm using a bardic inspiration, though. So that's a
1d6, yeah.
6. Yes.
Hey.
More for you,
19.
more for you as well.
Yeah. Dexterity, you said, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
You're very dexterous. Come on.
Shh.
I'm so sorry.
17.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, I don't think it'll matter if he saves or not. You see all these rocks kind of tumble down. Those who passed, meaning all of you, because you saved, you only take 4 points of damage. However, you see this large rock come, and as it tries to stand up, it hits the giant into the back, and as it does, it kind of stumbles, and you see it kind of falling off the edge, and as it does, and you see it kind of tumble down into
But
the
he
ravine.
manages to grab himself.
Nope, he's dead. As he
no,
falls.
give it to them. You're mean.
Nope, this is how he dies.
Yeah, no,
Oh
it's fine.
man.
Cool.
And as he
I
stumbles
wanted
and
that
falls
body.
and
Nice.
lands into the ravine, you see it land into it, but you don't see it getting washed away because it's so big. You see the water kind of cascading over it and just over the body itself. However,
Sweet, he's getting waterboarded.
the giant is now fallen. You have defeated it. And as you stand there looking at each other, and Bryn brings, I guess, Dorothy back to where you guys are, you are one horse down and one cart down. But you have survived the encounter. And as you look on to your travels, we will pick it up here in the next session. And
Very, very, very quickly. Bruce sees Dorothy safe, runs up to her, and hugs her.
In a field by the river. Oh, for God's sake! Now he's dead. Oh, being hugged.
Big old hug for Dorothy. Lets her go. Turns around, walks up to Stripe, and decks him.
Seems fair.
He just stops in front of you, looks down at you for a second, just enough to you go, and then
Oh shit.
I'm not necessarily on dead, just for flavor, just knocks him on his ass.
Wow. Yep.
Morkur will join as well. Nah, it's
Everyone join in.
Yeah. We'll kick him. Yay! Not joking.
Get him!
anything.
Thank you. I'm done.
Oh, no.
Okay. And as this moment happens and you do that, we will end the session here.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for all the people that were watching and commenting in the chat. It was very
Yeah,
eventful.
very nice. Yeah.
And
it was really good.
yeah, I'm
did
glad that you guys.
survive.
Yeah, you did survive. It
Who
was
would've
amazing.
You did very well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
Correct.
amazing.
You're
Like
all
always,
pushovers.
Very,
Your
very nice.
creatures are pushovers.
Really
Yeah.
nice DMs.
Like always, thanks to James Webster for his amazing art, shows in the intervals, and to Darren Curtis for his awesome music as well. And like always, to all of you watching at home and to our amazing players and team. And we will see you next week or Sunday in Dining of Barovia if you want to catch up what happened in Ravenloft. That is not going to be looking good. And yeah, and thank you and have a great week.
Take
Thank you.
care. See you next week.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.